left off, Wondrous Company making their way across the western coast of Norway, heading far to the north to the town of Elva and the surrounding area, and back down south through Oslo, and all in and about via truck, via land, via train, to rescue the illustrious figure codenamed the Librarian, on behalf of Miss Harper, with the assistance of another one of her quasi-indentured helpers, Apples the Goblin. Having rescued him and stopped what seems to have been a rather significant attempt to, at least at face value, bring about, once again, the Cult of the Bear and a lot of these Norse groups attempting to start something that's not supposed to really start artificially. It would seem this one having been hijacked and attempted to be repurposed, however, ending in the summoning of the great big noodly dragon, and through proper application of magic, weaponry, and relatively out of breath chance of what they had left, he was felled. Party has regrouped since then, and with a little bit of a fade to black and side screen right and kind of Star Wars transition, we return to find the assembled impromptu party put together and hanging out on a train after having returned the truck to the small humble town that opted to help them, proceeded south to the rail line, boarded the next train available that the township was happy to afford for them, renting for them another car, which would take them on the long ride all the way back down to Oslo. In the interim, though, they find themselves with a good few hours to rest, relax, and catch up and deliberate until reaching Oslo, and likely taking another day or at least evening after that to relax, perhaps close out the hotel, and enjoy some festivities should they choose to, as with the objective completed, nowhere to really be in the immediate future. And we'll pick up with you guys. Despite the green grass, it is snowing outside. Find everybody sitting, lounging out, warm and toasty. A bit tired, a little bit frazzled, somewhat damaged clothing, utilities, and items. Don't you start. There's no need to deliberate.
Question.
Oh,
Thank you for
Question.
the snow.
Visuals.
What happened to our kobold friend?
We left him with the truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mining town. He likes to mine.
Didn't you mention something about he likes digging and shovels, and we did? There's a lot of snow, so he likes shoveling. So they took him in.
It looks a little scary right now with all the green and stuff, but that's going away. It'll be fine.
They'll probably give him a little cowl or something.
For some reason, whenever he was saying dig, I couldn't get the picture out of my head of Nikos, but wearing full red armor with a full faceplate.
What?
I don't know. It's just something that.
Yeah. No, I was also getting that. Weird.
Oh god, wait, is he here?
Looking at the covers above our heads, what the fuck? I still hear him.
Oh, little tink tink.
Is this calm nature feel awkward for anybody else?
I mean, to my understanding, Miss Harper said you all were a little more used to dealing with things of more magnitude. I thought this was gonna be you know, a lot simpler. I didn't think we'd actually be leaving Oslo. It'd be going to the hotel, finding him tied up, beating up some thugs, maybe stabbing them in the back, untying them, and all howdy doody and happy. I didn't think we'd be fighting Norse god dragons.
You just see a singular eyebrow raise as he pushes the glasses of his nose, and then returns back to the books he's reading.
I figured it'd be a bit more complicated, but I didn't think it would be that more complicated.
Yeah, that was a bit too big.
That was.
Yes, well,
At least you're safe, so half my debt's gone. I'm happy. And also, you're safe, so I'm doubly happy.
That only cleared half of your debt.
It was a really big favor, yeah. Miss Harper and I have I'm not gonna say indentured, but we have a agreement to pay her back a fair bit, and him going missing, she said, and I quote, I don't know, something like half. So
No, your
Try and
husband,
talk her up, given this was another plot to destroy the world.
Your husband is a lawyer. You literally killed a Norse god dragon. It went far above and beyond, and it's apparently safe to the world, or at least this portion of it. Again, this is just a little bit, yeah, what Peter said, talk her up a little bit.
frankly,
Wasn't a snatch and grab.
if I knew you were in this situation, I would have come here anyway, but Harper had to tell me, so I already tried to haggle a little bit. She already agreed to half the debt, so I think that leaves me with... You see her put a hand to her forehead and start rubbing it for a moment. I think like 800,000 or so, something in that range, 600.
What the hells did you do?
I may have taken a job from a certain fae to steal a very shiny telescope, and she took exception to that, but I still managed to get the telescope away, so she had me doing jobs for her until I paid back the cost of that.
So why haven't you returned the telescope?
Well, I kind of
Just
followed the
staring at
contract to drop it through the hole into what I assume was the Fey realm. And obviously Harper and her guards caught me before the payment could come back through the portal. So I kind of didn't get paid.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. But half that debt's gone, and she'll probably not give me any new jobs for the next while, so I can lay low in Exeter for a bit, and yeah.
Wait. Why is that telescope so expensive?
Something about it having more of that smoky stone in it or something like that. I don't know, it supposedly could see magic, so some Tanuki wanted it, and Eugen knew him, so I said, yeah, I can get it for you. I didn't really think too much of it.
Huh.
really.
I think that just the value of it has been slightly overinflated. Just a bit. I mean, it's just, given the rough dimensions of a telescope and all, just even if you packed it full of ghost stone, I don't think it would be worth that much. I think you're kind of just getting punished.
I think it's more the sentiment
Besides-
of you stole from me, which I understand.
Besides, it's entirely possible it might turn up someday.
In the Fey realm? Not too likely.
Who knows?
I think you might be surprised.
It's probably gone forever.
All sorts of things seem to be popping up strangely as of late.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Besides, you should tell her that everything was involved in another plot to end the world. And at least get 3/4 of it.
I'll see if I can push for a bit more, but I'm not gonna press my luck too much. After all, there is a sort of security and owing debt to the Harpers, because that means other entities that want to get one over on me will kind of be preemptively stopped for lesser debts and other things that I procure for the church and for the order, for resale. They can't really pursue me if I owe a bigger debt to someone who will protect me to pay off their debt. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a silver lining, I
I
suppose.
dare to say Harper and the Confederacy has a little more pull and security than the Anglican Church does.
Does the whole world want to kill you?
Not the whole world.
Hmm.
Actually, most people like me. Usually met with a smile and a hey. There's
Why
this.
do you owe so much money?
Well, I owe money to her. I have a few debts here or there, and most of them come from when I sometimes get caught. Like I said, the Church of England really doesn't fully get on board with the orders, our cults that they've tried to take in and make part of their whole kind of church ordeal. So we have to get funding elsewhere, and Mother Superior looks aside when I procure the coin that we need to keep our things running. The churches, the abbeys, the orphanages, things like that.
That's a rather
Probably.
pragmatic view on things.
At least it's a good cause, I guess.
I try to steal from bad people every time I can.
Those are like the most dangerous ones to steal from.
Hence why having someone more dangerous than them ensuring I can pay them back is kind of the silver lining of security. Regardless of that, you're back and you're safe. So what all were you actually doing here? What all were you looking, or are you not allowed to tell us?
Hmm.
Oh, you better tell
To divert
us.
his attention from the papers he was shuffling through.
You're investigating stuff. We found your room, tons of papers. You're looking for some of that smoky ghost stone, dragons,
Yes,
and
also found my
more
booze from the sounds of
dragons.
it.
Well, yes. And
Yes, well, I retained the room for you, by the way.
Oh, well,
All
I
your stuff's
appreciate
still there.
that. Should have been paid for the next. What's today?
I think it's Friday.
It's quite interesting because I don't recall paying for this particularly long in general. Well, someone had been paying my tab up until that point, and I had to guess.
Likely, if you put it on Harper's bill, they're just paying it indefinitely and not really noticing that it's being
This wasn't on
charged.
Miss Harper's. We've already
I
had
bet
a
it
discussion
was that
with Miss
German.
Oh, yeah, there was one of those black-dressed German fellows that they said they knew you.
He's going to give a blank stare.
The SS guy who apparently had a very long conversation with you about thread counts.
Yes, you must be referring to Mr. Varner. Yes.
Yeah, him.
I highly doubt that he was the one who had been fronting for the bill for that, especially for well over a month.
So I was here after the same stone that you were. They were pretty adamant about seizing it, in which they did.
If I recall, I managed to suss out that the two of them were not affiliated with those who were hunting Ghost Stone, though I'm sure they would take it if they got their mitts on it. They were more after specifically the Irmin Sul, which is the pillar of the world of creation.
Speaking of that, I'm not the most well-read on a lot of things. What exactly was all of that?
All, what?
The the dragon, the dragon skeleton, the bigger dragon.
Well, the dragon skeleton was this dragon named Zealand who had dementia after being captured by the Amazons, and we had to kill him because the Amazons are idiots.
Just sat there and watched when he escaped.
Like in Brazil?
Yes.
Or
Yes,
did,
Brazil. We'll go with
So,
Brazil
you
if
know-
that makes it easier for you.
A mountain.
It's fine. It's
A big
fine.
mountain somewhere on this continent. Okay.
oh. Wait, you're not talking like the Greek lady Amazon people, right?
We are.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're real too. Okay.
They're not all they're
Yeah.
cracked up to be.
Well, they could be. I mean, just perhaps with a different leader. You know.
Hmm.
The
They're
more I keep
currently
hearing
staying at
about you, the
Nikos'
more
house.
I get confused.
Mhm.
What? Oh, okay.
Look, they've gotten men back in their lives now. Maybe things will change.
Well, for some reason, I highly doubt that. Hey-oh.
Hey. Well, okay.
I think their road to improvement needs to start with a coup.
Now
But you
that
said they're
we can agree upon.
staying at Nikos' house.
Yes.
There's still an army.
And their queen is still an idiot.
So you all killed a dragon that the Greek Amazons, the 7-foot tall women in armor, had
Yeah, they're
captured.
more like 5'7".
Oh,
Pretty buff though.
maybe tall for their time.
Icebox shaped.
Because you killed the dragon and helped them, and now Nikos is staying with a bunch of them. Somehow, the cult of the bear and
No, they are staying with Nikos.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, with Nikos' mom.
but the cult of the bear and the cabal people, Golden Dawn, stole the skeleton of the dragon you killed to bring up
Probably
here.
not them. Probably the lady dragon was Zealand, the dragon we killed, was his like wife.
That's kind
So
of the
she
feeling I
probably-
got.
So she probably got Zealand.
Ah,
Zealand's bones, right? And then she was manipulating the cult of the bear to do whatever she wanted.
which was bring him back, but it didn't bring him
Mhm.
back? Okay. That makes sense.
I think she was desperate and just using anything that might possibly work. Consequences be damned, and well.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
sitting in the
I
corner,
believe.
right?
There's an absolute mess. She's a.
Yeah.
I wish she would have been a slightly more rational.
Yes, well, in the time that I spent, she got gradually less and less rational as more and more attempts failed.
So,
I believe by the time that we would have arrived here, she would have been well under the sway of the Nidhogg. But that appears to be neither here nor there at this point.
that's the name
I
for
do
it.
believe that Mr. Zakros there is on to something.
So
After all, I
how
assume you saw the crates of scrolls and various magics below
That-
Zealot's skeleton at the first ritual ring.
that's what I was kind of wondering is, were you helping the research or were you trying to set like but I was just told you were up here doing research or something for Harper, so I didn't really know. Something around Ghost Stone or something.
He's gonna close the book that he was reading and tuck it away. So, Ms. Harper sent me here to track down some ghost stone shipments that had gone missing. While part of my investigation, I came across a flyer, or rather, it was hand-delivered to me, which I found rather odd. But it's concerning the need for researchers and assistants specializing in draconic scripts and in archaeology. Now, Miss Apples here might be the only one to know that I have a rather special interest in draconic scripts and archaeology, so it's a rather convenient thing. I went to meet with Dr. Kazinskaya, and kind of pinched the bridge of his nose. At the time, it wasn't really something that was crossing my mind that there were other things at play there. After all, I went through and found the manifest, which led me to the university on my own, and then further north. Her research was in the Poetic Eddas and what magics could be gleaned from there. However, she was more insistent that there was more to it, in which I made attempts to discourage her. In either case, by the time that I had made my way further north and arrived at the village of Elva, things were not in a salvageable situation. I'm rather surprised that your crew wasn't notified, or at least some group wasn't notified sooner. Considering I sent out that audacious little pixie to send a message out to someone who could lend me assistance.
Yeah, they died in your suite. How'd that happen?
Well,
Some kind of poison, if I remember correctly.
most unfortunate.
Who would have poisoned it, or was it one of the Golden Dawn or something caught her?
Well, did you have time to examine her remains? Hoping that you could tell me.
Kind of.
Yeah, poison.
Right, poison. But was it poison or was it venom? Very distinct difference between the two. Or if it was poison, then that implies that that she was slipped something. If it was venom, then there's any number of things. So it was kobolds that you were fighting on the way in and on the way out there. Some of them had the ability to use a venom similar to what you faced with the big bastard back there.
Well, we all stood around and asked a lot of questions, but I don't think we ever came to a determination.
It seemed like they were just poisoned or venomed or something that resulted in them dying.
I
and
remember
kinda
right, she
withering.
was scratched up, but we couldn't tell if they were post-peri or pre-mortem.
Given your descriptions, I would guess be pre-mortem. Regardless of that, after the events of Elva, found myself in her custody, if you will. And once she determined that I could not be of assistance to her for the ritual, she decided that perhaps I'd be better used as bait. And looks
What?
looks disgusted at that for a moment, and then looks around at the rest of the party.
A little bit of a worried look on Apples as she's kind of leaning forward at that.
For
Okay.
you.
But how could she know we were coming?
As we talked to her in the
At that point, though, she
Cool.
wouldn't have needed him for bait.
No. which is very confusing to me as well as to why she would have kept me alive for that long unless there was some hope of changing the situation.
Yeah, well, by the time we got there, she was completely unwilling to communicate anyway. So whatever plan she had,
By the time, if she was using you as bait for us, by the time you were captured, we were still in the Fey realm.
So I was custody to her for close to 3 months. You're saying you've been in the Fey realm for how long?
about 2,
More than that.
3. I get. Yeah, it's confusing. The time dilation.
From our perspective, we were there about 2 weeks. From
That makes
yours,
sense.
probably closer to several months. Actually, no, it was 6 months because it was summer when we left. And now we found out the Germans and the Italians are allied.
Oh, I mean, we saw that coming.
Yes. Anybody with at least one eye could see that coming.
Still, it was...
Most
The
inconvenient,
Italians,
yes.
though? Have you met the Italians?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I have met
Unfortunately.
Italians.
No,
Mr.
you
Potato
have.
Head is kind of a yes man, so I see it.
Either way, from the remnants of the documents that we've salvaged there, the most I can piece together is that she intended to use the ghost stone that she had managed to import, and he's going to kind of scrunch his nose a little as he looks down at the other papers, and use it somehow to regrow a portion of Zilant's brain to house his consciousness in while she used other distasteful things to recorporealize
Wait,
him.
did you say Zelant or Zamaj? Why do all these dragons' names start with Z?
It's a trend.
Z is a very common draconic letter.
No, Zilaj is that Serbian guy. Yeah, I still need to get
Zamaj.
Zamaj, not Zelant.
Yeah, Zamaj. No, he's alive. Zamont is dead.
He wasn't up
Interesting.
until recently,
Yeah, well, he wanted to come back, so.
Fascinating.
whereas Zelant didn't.
I find myself
That's
really proud to know like 1 or 2 dragons in my life. How many dragons do you actually know?
2 of it are alive.
Huh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he
3.
was of
Depends on whether or not you count Poshpish.
I don't, by that, I mean 4. Cause,
That's true.
The one at SO, yeah.
I mean, that guy's not a dragon. We proved he wasn't.
No, he is a dragon, just not that kind of dragon.
So, like, that's
Hush,
4.
Fish,
I know
you said.
4 dragons. Yeah.
interesting.
More than 2. Okay.
Is that,
Be the case, say that Zamaj you have met has been missing for a number of years.
yeah, he was dead.
Well, I'd imagine so.
In the Fae.
In the Fae.
Yeah, so it,
Interesting.
You'll find all about it. He plans to write a book when he comes back.
Delightful.
and then he's got a taste for communists. At
Oh,
this
that
point.
I have no doubt of. Interesting is, whatever happened to the George and the Urals a while back? We rattled a lot of areas under the Soviets. Something about Dragonkin and others draconic blood forming some league support in Greece to return to the Balkans, but I haven't heard much since then. I've been occupied, as it were.
Yeah, you were definitely occupied.
Yes.
So how did to get captured exactly? That was
Do you still have the tapestry?
As a matter of fact, we do.
Then I'd imagine you can guess as to how.
Well, it was kind of vague. I mean, you made it in a rush. It feels like.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did make it in a rush.
You want it back?
No, I would rather not. I have a keen enough memory for it as it is. If you must know, though,
Oh, that reminds me, I have to glue your horn back on.
Oh yeah, we have
tilt
that,
his head
don't we?
a little and show off the horn that is regrown there.
Oh, well, do you want the piece?
That'd make a pretty wicked friggin' necklace, if you ask me.
Like those surfer guys on the West Coast.
Yes,
Except
I
instead
will
of a
take
shark
that.
tooth.
Yes, I believe I will take that for the moment.
Could
Find
I
a use for it elsewhere.
ask for just a few chips from it again? I kind of like being able to channel dragons when I do any auguries.
It's a great casting medium because technically you're dragon enough to make the spell work. It's actually pretty convenient.
And raise an eyebrow at Torin. Perhaps after.
I'm still leaning towards the necklace. I might be 20 years early, but, Beach Boy vibes all about it.
Does he wear like those really tiny male swimsuits on the beach?
No, he better not. The way his fur would pour out of it would be absolutely
Wait,
horrendous.
I can't go on the beach. I don't belong there. I belong in, a place where I can write things. I'm just going to
I
continue
can't
writing.
imagine getting Sam out of all that fur.
Believe
Yes.
me, it's a pain.
Regardless, the village of Elva that you were asking about, Mr. Levencroft.
Yes,
They've been
see.
sending out messages for a while trying to get assistance in dealing with some strange animals that have been seen near the villages and a number of disappearances. He's going to push a couple of papers across the small table. I presume these have booths rather than just benches as pictured.
Yeah, there's like little table booths or something in between.
He's going to push a couple of pages across the table towards Torin. If you'll look here, you'll see a number of village names along with numbers next to them, and I can attest to the fact that those are population counts. Populations that were harvested.
Yeah, that's what I was harvested for what exactly?
Remember how I said earlier that once Zilant's consciousness was bound to the body again, that she would use other means to recorporealize him? She needed raw materials.
Well, that's macabre.
Indeed. Either way, the village was raided, and I happened to be in the midst of things at the time. I got out who I
Yes.
could, but, well, everyone's luck runs out eventually. Them's the breaks, as it were.
Yes, we found your brass.
Yes. Imagine you found quite a number of it. Still, it's so strange to me that... When did you meet Ms. Harper to get sent this way?
The first day we got here.
About a week ago?
Did she say how long that she'd had the ghost stone shipment that I'd sent back?
I don't recall. I do not recall.
It's rather unpleasant.
A month
As if
or
I had
two,
only paid
believe?
for the month of staying here to conduct my investigation, and suddenly it was paid up, and my messages were arriving at convenient times. Seems like she has should I say, connections more than I had anticipated.
I mean, she sent a personal carrier to find me. I thought she didn't know where one of my hangouts were, but
No,
Courier
I mean
showed up and-
Vithroon.
oh, I thought you were talking about Harper. I was gonna say she can
Oh,
find
no, I
almost
imagine
anyone.
Miss Harper. Miss Harper's very good at finding people, or rather, she has people who are very good at finding people. Seem
Yeah.
to give a bit of a toothy grin at this.
She does.
The goat.
The goat?
The goat.
Which
What,
goat?
what about Alexander? What was he?
No, not except the white goat. The goat. The ceiling goat.
Huh?
The goat that took
Remind me.
Leroy.
Oh. Yes, well. I'm sure that Leroy is well entertained where he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to turn to Alexander looking for an opinion.
You know a lot of goats too, apparently.
No, just two.
Oh, okay.
And one's just an actual goat.
That walks on the ceiling
Yes.
I mean,
and
we know
steals
multiple
people.
horses that talk to us. So I mean, hey, we got.
Anybody that can use animal speech magic can do that.
There are stranger things out there.
Had a chat
Yeah,
with the
like the
squirrel
Feyrealm.
once. Yeah, it still confuses me that you actually managed to go to the Feyrealm. That's I thought that was taboo for anyone to go to, and apparently you were just there for 6 months our time, and just 2 weeks traipsing around, fighting dragons named Pishy whatever, and
No, we weren't fighting Posh Pish. We were bluffing Posh Pish.
yeah.
It was bluffing us, so it worked out.
That sounds like a...
I don't know. We did genocide a bunch of mushrooms, though.
You what?
Oh, they had it coming.
Were you not surprised? You
Red
met us
caps,
there.
they're
I thought
I
we
beg your
explained
pardon.
all this to you at the bar. Not you, her.
Yes, there's a tiny part of me that thought you were maybe embellishing a little, kind of inflating it bigger than.
No, all those mushrooms are actually dead. They're all gone. Like
We used a machine gun on them. It was
that,
very
that's the
Anglo-Zulu war.
Also burned down the entire village. Machine gun fire, converging fields of fire, black hole or two. It was a massacre.
Oh, good.
Can't even
They're
grow
hateful
anything
little
there
things.
anymore.
Actually,
either.
that's not true. The Zulus took land during the Anglo-Zulu war, if only for a bit.
Apples
It
just
was.
looks at librarian with the most genuine shrug and just, this is who Harper sent to help me, so.
I mean, the red caps were horrible monsters, so
They're also communists. So
We also,
Yes, that they were.
postponed a hostile takeover of
Same
the Autumn
thing.
Realm by the Summer Realm.
Ah, so that is what they were doing.
Wait, how much do you know about the Fey Realm?
Apparently a lot.
I have my sources.
yeah, like a different eyes.
Well, if you ever run into one General Nike, he's got my lighter.
Hmm.
I mean, to be fair, I've got his war banner.
Well, I would say that's a rather fair trade for you, an unfair deal for him, so good on you.
So
Rather
what, you're gonna hang
unpleasant,
that
that
in the
part.
museum.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm working on the Fey exhibit.
You're making a Fey exhibit. Huh.
Yes, well, we know it's out there. I want to instill the proper amounts of fear and wonder, enough to, satiate the curiosity, but not enough to make someone want to go there.
Okay, I'm done with my report finally.
You
Eh.
wrote a report?
Oh yeah,
course.
I do an after mission report every time we do something.
Like 3/4 of that is going to have to be blackbarred, right?
It's not to be released to the public. It's going to our organization, so they deal with what they need to, I guess.
You,
It's not even going to our organization, it's going to Miss Harper.
you didn't put
I don't
any...
work for her.
You didn't put any names in there, did you?
I don't work for you either.
You didn't put
Oh, we
any
lit-
names in there, did you?
We literally do work for Miss Harper right now. That's how this works.
Yeah, we're kind of contracted out.
In fact, the past 2 jobs we've done have been for Miss Harper, which is why we did them, because now she owes us a favor.
Oh, well. Oops, I already filed that paperwork. I'll run it past my superiors, but I'm pretty sure they want to know every detail.
Apples will scoot forward, almost onto her
No.
knees in the habit. You didn't put names in there, right?
No. You shouldn't
Just
file it.
Stare at you.
You shouldn't file it with your superiors because of the way the OSS operates. In this situation, you should actually be filing it through Miss Harper because she's the one who runs Confederate intelligence. And we're seconded to Confederate intelligence right now.
Mhm.
Uh,
I
I'll
believe
have
the
to
term
run
you
it
look for
past
is
my
plausible.
superiors.
I
Well,
believe
I
you're
am
looking
your
for is
superior.
plausible deniability.
right now we have a diplomatic incident.
I don't think it's a diplomatic incident, it's more of a bureaucratic incident.
Not too worried about that. I'm more so worried about anyone other than those I directly work for knowing my name or where I've been or what was going on.
Or like the truck we stole and burnt.
What? We
Yeah.
didn't do that.
I forgot you did that. Why did you do that?
You'll have
You
to
stole
burning.
In
and
my defense, I
It's
gave it a
vehicle.
proper funeral. I can
Trying
speak with
so hard to
respect.
pretend that didn't happen.
We hopped on the trolley, but they decided they wanted a hearse, and they proceeded to drive it into a flaming wreck into the trolley station as we arrived.
It was a piece of junk. Imagine if they tried to transport a body in that.
It would have been cremated?
Yes.
Had I heard about this before, I would have been a lot more concerned about our chances of survival.
Oh, they then turned right around, and while we went to a little cafe, the rest of them bought the fine dandy clothes that they're still sort of wearing.
Hmm.
Well, Alexander's going to work on a correspondence to the leadership then, and we'll wait to hear back regarding.
Also,
if
where
it's
did you
supposed to be
file the
filing.
report? Where did you send the report? We have to hand these things in by hand. Because they're so classified.
Well, he shows his briefcase. A lot of them are in here, but like each time we go back to stateside, I usually have a personal carrier drafted from the Department of War to.
Yeah, but
pick
we
it up.
haven't been stateside, so just change the address on the one you wrote to DC to Miss Harper.
I don't know if that's allowed through my hierarchy of leadership.
I am your hierarchy of leadership.
I will bully you.
There's certain you guys will understand, like from an administrative standpoint, there's certain like checks and balances I'm supposed to follow. I can't deviate from.
I don't
that.
care about changing the address or who it's to. Just redact some of the names, please.
Right, we're gonna have to
Again,
stand on your
I
shoulder
can-
and black body reports from here.
That would be doctoring official documents. Sir.
I
That's
know your
actually
soft
punishable.
parts, Goat.
Well, consider them doctor. What we do is very, very secretive. There are things that we know that some people can't know.
And he opens a dimensional door and throws his freaking paperwork in there.
Very slow, wide eyes and folding ears.
Did you just throw that into the middle of a field?
I have a place.
Alexander, you're stepping on some toes right now.
I'm not rubbing your
I will
ears
send a
anymore.
correspondence. I will send a correspondence with proper guidance from my leadership, and
We-
we'll.
What
We
is
are
your
your leadership. Have you ever been loaned out to a different department before? That's how this works.
No, I haven't. I've literally been an administrative my entire existence with this organization. So
What you're describing is the actions of a spy.
So
well, I do work.
essentially,
I do
by-
work for the Department of War for the United States of America. So I mean, technically, yeah.
Yes, and because of the nature of the OSS and its multilateral agreements, right now you work for the Department of War of the Confederate States of America, which means you file all of your paperwork. First, you're supposed to give it to me to sign. Then, we file it to the Confederate Department of War, who then sends a copy to the United States Department of War and the British Ministry of War.
That is how the
That's
treaties
how-
are
Sounds like a little
arranged.
bit of oversharing, don't you think? How exactly do you keep national secrets when you're literally oversharing with like 4 different entities that aren't even associated with the United States of America?
They add more black bars every time they send it up.
You
Yeah,
know,
that is
usually
also
all
true.
of my things are just word of mouth and a handshake. There's no paper involved or any of this that could be tracked back to you. Okay.
So, because, like, when we were working for the British before we started working with you, all of our reports, which usually I was the one writing them, went to our British commander, who then sent a copy directly up to British Minister of Intelligence, who sent it to the OSS and Confederate Army Intelligence. When we were working directly for the United States government, we filed directly to the Department of War, directly to the OSS, who then sent
Right.
copies to the others.
All right, this is what I'll do then. It's not going to get turned in anyway. It's physically with me regardless. Get something in writing, and I will adjust accordingly. I just want to make sure I'm covered because, again, as an administrative assistant, I kind of know like the backdoor dealings and stuff like that. Granted, that's fine, but there's like certain checks and balances I'm supposed to follow as a government employee that I can't really overreach or deviate from, or else I could be potentially criminally charged for doing such. So I'm just making sure I'm protecting myself because I've already been incarcerated. Probably in my first life more than ever, but also by, certain governments in certain countries in what you guys would call a great war. So sorry, I'm a little
Well-
overprotective.
While he's saying this, I pull out a piece of notebook paper and I write a written order out that says to file this report with the Confederate government, and I sign it Major Peter Chuekov, United States Army / Confederate States Army, and then hand it to him.
Alexander, do you really want to go on record saying you're complicit in the theft of a civilian hearse and the following arson in which you committed?
I
Not
totally
only
believe he
that.
wants to go on record with that.
Not only that, but if you consider the fact that you have released potentially damaging information by not reviewing the report with your commanding officer, you have potentially put your unit at jeopardy for this.
See, what the problem is no one ever
Reports are supposed to be entirely full of everything. The people above us handle the redactions.
Precisely. But right now, the
Right,
people
I will
above us
explain one
are
thing.
Miss Harper, yes?
Yeah, so she will handle the redactions, and if that means OSS headquarters gets a black notebook, then that means OSS headquarters gets a black notebook, and that's not our problem.
Precisely.
It would have been great if I just stayed at my desk job and didn't have to worry about these dilemmas. But another thing is would have been great if they actually established a hierarchy when I was actually assigned to you guys. It was literally just toss me the keys. There you go. So I apologize if I'm being difficult. I'm not trying to be. It's just more of, I kind of don't want to piss off the U.S. government.
You're not going to piss off the U.S. government because you are enlisted, and we are officers. We are the ones who take responsibility.
If anything goes wrong, just blame it on them.
I want it in writing.
I just gave
He's
it to
gonna
you.
hand you a
already.
sheet. I'm gonna hand you a sheet. It's basically
I want you to fill it out like a standard liability waiver saying you're giving a lawful order based on your command. Therefore, then anything that happens will be followed as such. So I need a witness to sign it. I'll notarize it.
Have Nico sign it. He's a general.
Here, I take the other paper that is the same thing that I already made, and I just push it across the table to Nikos and say, sign that, Strategos.
I'll sign it.
That's not the document I want you to sign. He's gonna burn that little paper, and he's like, no. I want you to sign a legal binding contract stating that you're giving a lawful order.
I'm
As
pulling
to
the
the
paper away
document-
from you. No, this paper in and of itself is a lawful order.
You cannot burn a lawful order.
I see the thing there is that if you were to review, what did they change it to recently? Was it 600-20? Under the Army Command policy, it is a primary directive establishing that commanders are responsible for the actions of their subordinates. So this is something that is already in writing and in policy.
Yeah, the only
So
problem
it's not
is
something that I think you would need to
subsection-
worry about.
Subsection Delta of the U.S. Code for handling intelligence simply states that certain individuals who are not affiliated with the United States government are not allowed to be involved in any form of data collection. That would basically the thing is, I'm layman's terms. I'm not so supposed to be handing over confidential information to other entities outside the United States government. So-
Except because of the nature of our specific position, and Knox, give me the name of the fictional treaty that has been created to create this multi-national OSS.
Treaty number 13. No, there's no treaty name,
Pursu-
but there was a treaty,
And
yeah.
pursuant to the Birmingham Treaty of 1935, technically, right now, we are not, well, we are, but we're seconded members of the U.S. military who are not directly responsible to the U.S. government right now. And we won't be until we report back into Washington.
Also,
And it's how
Alexander, I
these
think
condoms
you're
work.
overthinking this. Remember the glowing skeleton right under DC when we met you?
Yeah,
The what?
my former boss. Yes, what about
Don't
it?
worry about it.
The-
Yeah, I don't think they'll care.
Says these two are subcontractors.
Not a sub.
Mm.
Actually, I think
yeah, we know.
Quiet, dear.
I think
We
Mr.
know.
Librarian
He's-
here is actually just directly employed by Confederate intelligence.
He's gonna poof back the briefcase, and then he's gonna hand over the report to Peter, and then he's also gonna hand over an audit that he's been doing since the beginning of all of this.
Just so you know,
No.
I'm filing a second copy of this.
Does anyone have
And to
black
answer
ink?
your question,
Hang on,
the
wait. This line here where it says we spent $200 on holy water hand grenades, that's not an expense on government funding. That was private.
Yes,
Same
it's
with
still
the
has to be
handguns.
notated though.
That's
Because
reimbursable.
you're
No, but it's
Yeah, it
not
still
part
has to
of
be
the.
notated.
He has it listed under the column of expenses billed to the OSS. Also, the expenses for the plane are billed
it is
to
built
the
to the
British
OSS.
government.
If it's a personal asset, the fact that you had to pay out of pocket for it, then technically it is owed to us because you have to be reimbursed.
Yes, but you
for
have to
the
list
said-
it differently. You list it in a separate column. You've listed it under expenses paid for directly by OSS
I've
money.
always done it this way.
This is why I'm glad I'm a nun.
one's
I don't
ever
have to worry
corrected it.
about taxes and paperwork like this.
Torn and Peter just leaning over his thing with white out and just
No. Look here.
No. Oh, God.
You know, it's
Like
not,
this whole horse
you
thing, you're
guys
just
are
gonna
literally being
redact all of
fruitless right
this.
now. You guys
No,
are being
it's-
literally fruitless right now. You know how easy it is to make another audit? It's not like I forget this stuff.
We're not making it. We're not whiting things out. We're moving them to the correct column. Look, right here, it says personal expenses of members of the team. And you took the pistols and you put them under government expenses.
Also,
No,
you
you're
have
looking-
hair
you're
gel
looking at
on
the
here. I
wrong
don't
column.
use that.
No.
This is all
You're
natural.
looking at the wrong column. Follow the column up. What did it say right there? It says right there that Battlefield Pickups, aka Spoils of War. You're looking at the wrong column. It's right next to
Wait
where
a
it
minute,
says
wait a
Battlefield.
minute. So why did you put the
those?
handguns that we bought at a gun shop in Boston under spoils of war?
It's just
That's
a
where the machine gun
subcategory.
goes.
Hey, I
Which
want
the
my
machine
spoils
gun
of
has
war
already
off
been
the
filed.
books, okay? For tax reasons, I want them off the books.
For tax reasons, that's why they're on the books.
I don't want to pay taxes on them.
Well, you're gonna have to. It's called tax evasion if you don't.
Only
Look,
if you write it down.
Alexander, tax evasion is the least of our concerns. We deal with literal gods and demons. I think a little tax evasion can be a little slipped under
You
the rug.
have not crossed the IRS. I'm telling you right now. I'm
before
a
the IRS
being
didn't
from
exist
hell.
yet.
I'm afraid of the IRS.
Someone had that to quotes.
The fucking it's the Batman
fucking
animated
Joker.
series.
10 years
100%
later,
where
oh,
I
yes,
got that joke from.
the Levencroft estate is being audited due to the notes of one Alexander.
Oh no. Oh.
Don't worry, a certain official from the Confederacy will gladly help you with your legal woes.
Who's that?
No, you don't understand. This is registered to insert company that doesn't actually exist in the Confederacy, but you can't prove.
Also, to answer your question, Torn, yes, I absolutely did rat myself out about the Hearst incident. Everything I do is also notated in there as well. You don't think I'm above the law, do you?
Yes,
Yes.
You've
No,
documented
absolutely
crimes.
you're a literal hellspawn.
As much as I know you don't want to do that, we're supposed to do that in our reports. It's
Yeah,
part of
it's
the
literally-
reports.
Yeah, you're supposed to self-report. I've self-reported myself more than normal people would. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the right thing to do. The right thing to do would be to, turn yourself into the police. But as an intelligence agent, the right thing to do in this case is to tell our bosses so they can cover it up.
I do absolutely.
Our bosses can make sure your wanted posters in Oslo disappear.
Also, I feel it's a good idea for us to actually have a drawn-out hierarchy here because, again, no one explained that part to me. I've just been responding back to the DC office ever since I started working with you guys. I guess it makes sense why they never reply to any of my correspondences.
The
They
hierarchy
never
is a bit
replied to my
confusing.
correspondence anyway.
Peter and Hachu and I are the same rank, as far as I understand it. Nikos is a higher rank, but of a different affiliation. It's just
Technically, he is also a major in the U.S. Army, but he's a general in the Greek Army.
yes.
Also, if you guys check in-game images, in there will be a document as well, which is a grievance letter that he's writing to the Department of War.
Amazing.
A very eclectic group, aren't you?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's an understatement.
That was apparently the point.
Yes, well. At the very
Hey,
least, we
Miss
can say
Stick-It
that you're not
Notes.
predictable.
Hey, don't look at me. I fell up into this.
Clearly.
What is that supposed to mean?
On paper, I think technically Wilhelm is still in command. We should probably update that.
Yeah.
Well, if you had fallen down into this, I'd be rather concerned on who you managed to piss off. Or impress. The lines are somewhat blurry at times.
The Italians don't seem to like him.
But the Italians
don't like
rarely
them.
like anybody except
Mhm.
the Italians, so this doesn't really change the equation there.
Maybe the Italians especially don't like me. And I didn't even start it. They just picked a fight with me.
Yes.
You wonder if things would have gone differently if you hadn't taken an impolite number of sugar cubes.
You weren't. Nobody saw that. How do you know about that?
Because I watched you do it.
Shit.
And here I thought that you were a kobold of manners. Out of character.
Yeah.
Tor's just sitting over here stressing now. You saw that?
The other kobold didn't speak too fondly of you.
But did he
The
mention the
other
sugar
kobold.
cubes?
No, actually,
say.
he didn't.
I wanted more sugar cubes and was polite, so I did a bit of sleight of hand just to have more, because otherwise I would have drawn attention to myself and the fact that I was taking too many.
I think the
It's
sugar
pretty
cubes
obvious when you were
are.
drinking syrup.
I think the
Wasn't
sugar
that
cubes
many?
are the very last thing on his mind.
Yeah, I mean, given his intentions were to torture me, in hindsight, I don't think he would have cared too much about how many I took.
I mean, after allegedly almost burning down Palermo, I'd probably be angry too.
He started that.
Not from his words.
He started that, and he's mad because
he's
we
a
lit his
liar.
nut on fire.
You did what?
Dragonborn tilts his head.
Look, she was trying to wake up the dead, so I lit her on fire, and then she woke them all up because she doesn't know how to control her magical ability.
He says
Look, we
they
didn't start
were
the fight.
trying
That
to
seems to be a theme.
collect the dead and move them to somewhere more secure because the church wasn't strong enough to protect it.
You see, he never told anyone that.
Because there was some group of plunderers who attempted to break in, and it proved him right, and it gave him a.
He never told anyone that.
No, I think the implication is that we were the group of plunderers.
We didn't even break in. We walked in through the front door.
He
By the
worded
way,
it
he's not getting
quite.
back.
He worded it quite differently.
At the
but
church's invitation, no less.
You
They
know,
dug
because they
their
were
way
under
in.
siege from the Italian government.
They dug their way in from a sewer. And then threw grenades down the sewer on top of us when we found the hole.
Huh.
If this is who I believe it is, a rather unpleasant fellow.
He
He
seemed
certainly is.
pretty nice,
Yes.
He literally had me butt stroked to within inches of my life and then thrown in the trunk of an SS Italian vehicle.
Black shirt.
but that I didn't
Yeah,
know. Oh.
That would be.
That was before I knew who he was. He just kidnapped me.
Seems right up his alley, all things considered. With a really distasteful look on his face.
Oh, and then you told me he told you something at Vienna about how he was also trying to end the world to like democratize magic or something.
I was trying to
Usurp the
pierce
power
veil.
of the gods.
Oh dear.
I thought that
Why
was
can't
just.
people just like try to take
flourishy
over
words.
Mexico or something?
Well, he's just jealous because Ascroft doesn't want to talk to him.
You?
Long story.
The Dragonborn is looking very intently at Torin.
Yeah, you might want to explain that one to him.
I
you know,
look at him
you-
like that.
Why do you think he's looking at you like that?
Io speaks to you.
Torin's gonna like snap his fingers and like garner a little bit of that like celestial gold magic in his hand. But
Okay, man. I couldn't do this before.
Speaking of, have you ever heard of Jorge Menlef?
Gesundheit?
He's going to turn and look at Peter and then hold up a finger. One moment. He's going to turn and look back at Torin.
Did you just
And then hold up his own hand, where slightly more golden glow starts to form at his claw tips. However, it seems to dissolve into something a little more flowery and perhaps familiar and more reminiscent of a place you guys had just been.
Oh, this was Fey Magics.
Indeed.
No, this is different.
Indeed, that is different. However,
I mean, mine and Peter's magic is yellow and gold as well. Is that something special?
Well, no, I'm not inherently a magical creature. I was bestowed. I had magic bestowed upon me. I have a patron, as far as I've come to understand it.
Ah. Explains,
a rather uncommon patron.
the magic around you.
Yeah, well, Nikos knows all about it, don't you, Nikos?
Yep.
He's gonna look back and forth between the two.
Apples is looking between all three of them like, what? What am I missing?
So have you heard of Herman Morpher?
Oh yes, I've heard of him and how he ran away from a unnamed group. However, I
Yeah, that
have a
was Peter's
feeling that
fault.
this group has a different name altogether.
I still wish you hadn't scared him away, Peter.
How was I supposed to know he was trying to become the god of cowards?
Oh, now we have to track him down. I'm still working on that. I'm not looking forward to that.
Wait, so is he your god? How's
No,
this
no, no,
connected?
no, no,
What?
no. He's trying to usurp the place of some Egyptian god, and Esgarath wants us to kill him, and we also want to kill him for other reasons. But like, he's a coward, and he ran away from us.
So you're mentioning Io. Who's Asgarath?
I need to speak with her for a moment. He's going to kind of sit back a little bit and close his eyes.
Huh?
Oh, it's because you're both yellow and orange, right?
No, I don't think that's it.
No, he is pointedly a more golden color.
Yeah.
Put them together and they make a sunset.
You're right.
You know, sometimes I wonder how your mind works.
It is an enigma.
Those
Wrapped
ears
in
are
another enigma.
attached to his head at
The
all
machinations
times.
of my mind are an enigma.
I think the best way to explain it is not to explain it. I've had literal mental health professionals go insane trying to decipher what exactly goes on in my mind.
Yeah, most of those don't even know what they're talking about to begin with. They're all obsessed with that Freud guy's mother.
I mean, she is pretty hot.
Really, it took him a whole Great War to realize that people get scared of explosions. I mean, I could have told you that.
I kept trying to say that, and they kept saying, no, it's not normal for people to be afraid of death. Not like we have thousands of years of history of people being afraid of death.
He's literally shivering in a corner because a bomb went off close to him. Like, what are you saying?
I once read an account of a Greek hoplite, like Nikos, except human, who went blind fighting the Persians. He was so scared.
Wow, it's
Yeah, I
almost
remember reading
like
about that.
self-preservation is like a core basic of human existence.
But no, these so-called mental health professionals don't actually know how other people think. They just think everything's about Freud's mother somehow.
Yeah, it always comes back to that. Was he going to sleep over there? No, wait, I know what he's doing. I said too much.
He's.
Also, Mr. Livencroft, your fly is down.
It
It is not.
No, but your spat is untied.
You're not doing this to me. That's my thing.
What, would you like me to tell you that your key is in the car door next?
He left the oven on.
What is happening?
He actually did leave the oven on.
Hey,
It's
at,
just
the,
thinks,
There's
and
a
he's
guy
like,
for that,
ah,
though.
shit.
at the place we stayed, the little hostel home, you didn't.
We come back to a burn down.
Not again.
He's going to open his eyes
Had
and
a
look
wood
back at
stove.
Like,
It
why
wouldn't
does this
still
keep
be on.
happening?
Open his eyes and look at Torin. Mr. Livencroft,
Yes.
I believe introductions are in order. He's going to hold out one hand.
Torin will take it and give the firm, polite shake.
I am Merceron Finley.
The mysterious librarian has a name.
There's a
Indeed.
squint from apples.
Many names.
Well, you know mine, so.
Indeed.
You tell
He's
me
gonna,
it was
release
Thomas
his
Salary.
hand and then straighten just a little. It's fascinating. But Al chooses to speak with who he chooses to speak. Still strange that he wouldn't even speak to his own messenger, but he would speak to you.
Yeah, it is. Just a target of necessity, I presume, given the location and timing of it all.
Not an unreasonable assumption, but I get the feeling there's more to it than that. Regardless, is there anything else that we're trying to put the pieces together for?
Yeah, what the hell are the Austrians working for the Germans doing with that ghost stone?
You mean the two Schutzstaffel officers that were in pursuit of a specific Nordic artifact?
I mean, we never opened the box.
No, I'd imagine that you did not, considering you likely thought it contained ghost stone.
Kind of.
I mean, that was the assumption. Big, scary box with a bunch of magic around it. I mean, given what we'd been following, yeah, that made sense.
Yes, as I said before.
I thought we did open it, though.
Oh, speaking of,
not.
you're going to want this back. I'm going to hand him the pocket watch.
Ah, there it is. Take the watch and open it and rub a thumb through the etchings on the inside of the lid, and they just seem to disappear. Now, those two are rather interesting ones. They seem to be more. What's the group? They're part of a German group that are hunting out specific artifacts and things like that for various reasons. I would hazard a guess to say that some of them believe that some of those things will give them immortality of some variety or another.
All right. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
that's
I
right.
got his sleeve patch.
Gonna raise one eyebrow.
Torin's just gonna flip it out of his satchel and unroll it and hold it out. The Oberstumpfjord sleeve patch.
Oh my god. I forgot he took that.
He's gonna reach out and rub his thumb and forefinger of it. It's not high enough thread count for him, so you likely did not run into Mr. Warner or Mr. Fritz whenever you acquired this. However, given your description earlier, you ran into them later.
Yeah, there's two sets of them. running around here right now. The first one we've experienced before. We pitched them off of a Zeppelin somewhere in the Alps.
Wait, they were here?
Yeah.
Briefly.
Don't remember.
I,
Nikos
So
hit
that
them with his
was-
shield.
Remember when we
I-
disconnected the caboose and then
You know,
annihilated
speaking
it?
of which, I'll be right back.
I'm pretty sure they're. Oh, okay.
Just to check, you know.
Give me investigation, Nikos.
Anyways, anybody want some ham?
Some ham. Does
How long
sound...
did you have that ham?
A day or so.
Nikos,
Cold outside. It's good.
you step
Damn.
over the gap, take a peek through the window. The caboose is empty, but clean and nice, but no evidence of anyone having been in there.
Yeah, Tor's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
slap
fine.
the ham down on a table and just start cutting slices of it off.
She'll pinch one slice and just start eating it, kind of sheepishly.
Alexander's gonna shrug, sniff it, and then take a piece.
You're allowed to eat meat, I forgot.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like a Norwegian victory ham.
You know, the shock of it started to wear off, actually.
Interesting.
He spun the wheel.
He spun the wheel.
Wait, the carnival wheel?
Ah, that wheel. Yes.
And I spun it once and got that. I spun it like 4 times and I still don't know what I got.
You became stupid for a while, and you also caused us to switch bodies for some reason.
Oh yeah, and then I broke it.
You broke it.
Yeah, I broke it.
Well, that was like one of the best attractions there.
I guess
Oh,
we could
don't
for
worry.
alcohol.
They have another.
I hope so.
By the way, Peter, I still do not know how you balance without a tail.
I don't know how you do with one.
Oh, it's not that hard.
How do you sit?
Mostly
With
with
care.
practice. You can either hook it to the side and want to have it laid across your lap or around your leg, or if it's a large enough or comfortable enough seat, you can just have it lay underneath. It's really not that bad. It's much like, pardon for the crudeness here, Miss Apples. It's much like having a large sack, if you will. You kind of have to just get used to shuffling the thigh and pushing things up out of the way before you take a seat, lest you how do they say
Crimp it.
compress the boys, as it were.
Well, 12 hours was not enough for me to figure it out.
Are you two
Meanwhile,
swapped?
I have one of these tiny
bodies?
little things.
Timing.
Oh, he's got the little goat tail. Oh. Just looking between everyone with just odd amazement while eating ham. Just what?
The little stubby thing just wags a little bit.
Well, I only had legs. I don't know what y'all even trying to do.
I don't.
It's true, he is all tail.
Yeah.
But at least you don't have to find a tailor who knows how to work around a tail. You just don't you skip the pants.
Taylor.
Just one singular pant leg.
No,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't look at him. He doesn't wear pants of any kind outside of the cold.
I was gonna say, can he actually move well if he had a big pant on?
I presume not.
I thought snakes like big socks.
What would a sleeping bag
Like
like
a
him
really
be like?
big-
Just a big sock that he crawls in head first?
Yeah.
I believe we would refer that to as a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I don't think that would change.
Or apparently just finding himself on top of us in the middle of the night.
It's a cold region thing. It's a
Raise an eyebrow.
you get used to it.
It was cold.
I
He
imagine.
needed warmth. But he's gonna look back at her ham intently and start eating it again.
He's gonna reach into his jacket's inside pocket and then pull out a gilded cigarette case with one of those built-in lighters that light as soon as you close it. He's gonna offer one to Tora and said, "You must have a cigarette. Quite honestly, a cigarette is the perfect type of pleasure. It's exquisite and leaves one unsatisfied. What more could you want?"
Unset.
What are you, a freaking ad for Lucky Strike?
Oh,
He's still
perish the
pretentious
thought.
for Lucky
These are all
Strike.
hand-rolled. Thank you very much.
See what I mean?
Torn says, fishing out a Lucky Strike. I've just been hawking 2 packs of these.
We get 3 packs with every single one of our ration packs.
You know, that's the kind of corporate sponsorship we need in this event for this company.
You know, they keep saying that they're unfiltered for that smooth taste. I've never tried it.
Apples is kind of dejected looking at librarian version, just like,
He's gonna light another cigarette and then offer a third one to Apples.
she'll take it and just
Alex
start
is
stress
going
smoking.
to- He's gonna light up his and then take a drag and then.
Oh,
You literally
thing.
spit fire. Really?
See, there's a bit of a technique to it. You don't, take a big drag right off the bat. It's much more of a small thing, so you can see exactly how it'll.
you only use your
Well,
mouth,
see.
not your throat.
You remember when I was smoking for that interrogation? I was so close to doing that. You have no idea.
I'm glad he didn't. It really would have ruined the whole terrifying
It would have.
presence.
I was pretty close to having to cast protection for poison on myself to stop.
I love that so much, that whole scene, and the idea that protection for poison, that absolutely would work, and I love it.
You will take a smaller drag this time.
Yeah, I still don't see the appeal. It kind of just ashy.
Yes. Well,
It's calming sometimes.
So is this train gonna take us right to the airport?
It'll take us to the train station, I presume.
It's taking
that's
us to
tram.
the train station outside, the tram station outside the airport. But
yes.
we'll see if we're able to take off or not, or if we need to close out the hotel room first.
Speaking of, are either of you going to need a ride back to the U.S.? Or the States, at least? Well, I guess the Confederate States.
So I was
Mrs. Apples may, but I have my own arrangements made.
I was informed you might be going back with them, but I do have my own transport elsewhere, so.
I mean, we can drop you off in England if you want. The plane goes anywhere it can land.
That would probably be nice.
It's a very versatile aircraft.
Oh, speaking of
So,
Hachu, can I have... no, we'll wait until we get back on the plane for me to get my Tommy gun back.
By the way, I'm never going anywhere without a machine gun ever again.
Useful thing, guns. However, I find it sometimes is a little less civilized than something. Well, Father has a sword, so I'm sure he can understand where I'm coming from when I say that sometimes it's about sending a message, not about the damage you do.
They're certainly more elegant.
To show you 300 rounds per minute is a pretty good message.
Of course, as David once did, so is taking a cut of someone's coat.
We'll finish eating her piece of ham and just kind of lean back. Yeah, once we get there, we'll I guess we'll see about the hotel room, see if departure is capable, and then if you're willing to drop me off and able to, I'll see if my transport is there or not. If it's
How
not,
far
then
away
I'll
from
ride
Oslo
with
are
you.
we?
One scene transition away, not very far.
No, I mean, I'm gonna send a message to the pilots to let them know to be ready within 12 hours of be ready to fly within 12 hours of our arrival.
Roll me Arcana.
So, are we still out of magic?
Yeah.
Do we get a long rest in between then?
Hey! Yep,
Yo,
you guys will be getting a long rest here soon. Yeah, with the 22, you try to send message, and for half a moment, it's feeling like, okay, is he just not on this plane of existence anymore? Why can't I contact him? And then magically, you can feel the ping of him leaving a space that message cannot enter.
He was on the plane.
What
It's got
message are you
anti-scrying.
sending to him? Yep.
Oh, I'm just telling him, we're on our way back. Be ready to, file whatever you need to. We're gonna be leaving within 12 hours of whatever time we're arriving.
The message you'll get back is a somewhat gruffled... sounds like even in his head, as he's talking, he's grunting as he's doing something. Alright, well, it's very windy, and the whiteout here is not great. We're leaving likely the next morning.
I mean, I'm not gonna spend another message, but... sounds like they're having a storm in Oslo, so we're gonna have to stay an extra day.
Ah.
That's
So,
fine.
another
Well.
night in the hotel, then.
Conveniently enough, I believe that room is large enough to accommodate.
It is indeed. That's far nicer than the breezy bungalow across from the church. Besides, we made kind of a mess there.
Yeah, just a bit.
We fixed it. That does remind me.
Yes, Father.
Were you able to find out anything about that runestone in? Oh, not Elva. What was the town called? Narvik? No.
Oh, there was the one near Trondheim.
That's
It,
it.
Yes. There are several rune stones about. Each one of them had a piece of the ritual that she used. The majority of those rune stones have since been defaced. Perhaps sometime I can return and see about recreating portions of them without the, end of the world bit. Such things are culturally important after all.
Why does everyone want to end the world?
I
There
don't
are
even
those
think
who
that's
are
their goal.
unhappy
Kind of
with
the
who-
hot thing.
I
people
blame.
who are unhappy with how
Nietzsche.
things are and think that they know better.
A lot of followers usually tend to think something better follows. I mean, look at the Star Serpent worshippers. They believe that when it all ends, they'll be able to rest.
I just think they need to get comfortable with the life they have here.
Indeed.
You ever thought about following Saren Ray?
What, me?
Yeah.
Not particularly, no.
She tends to exude some of those same feelings in her own unique way.
I'm a bit pulled in directions right now because, as you know, I've spoken to Esgaroth, and I've also seen the influence that Pieter's deity has on himself in this world, and it's kind of hard to choose, you know.
Yes, especially when they choose for you.
Yeah, too.
Kind of gives Torin a knowing and somewhat sympathetic look.
torn over here. Like me, my god could beat up your god.
Not having any concept of who Asgarath is, Apples would probably take up that challenge. Samurai could kick his ass, I don't care.
God fight! Bust out your barbecue shoes!
Children, please sit down.
Oh, man. Yeah, the rest of the ride will go by rather chill and breezy, nice and cool and calm.
Eats the rest of the ham.
Eats the rest of the ham, enjoys a couple smokes, has a few drinks. As we will pan you guys on over to the arrival at the train station, where you can see things are quite a buzz and busy as people are very quickly stopping any further train lines heading northbound because the snow is going to be picking back up again and they don't want to risk any trains. There's also seeming to be some talk or a couple train line personnel who are looking at a particularly diced apart and ripped in half train car that is sitting on one of the spare tracks way off to the side, kind of puzzled and concerned.
Oops.
There is also a dark black smudge on the asphalt and the cement of the train ground, where it looks like a car had burnt down and has since then been picked up, but the smudge from the fire still seems to remain there.
So much harder to clean that up before pressure washers.
Right. Outside of that, though, people are kind of coming and going. Everybody seems to be bundling up and kind of wrapping themselves up. You can see off in the distance your plane is parked next to about 5 or 6 other planes. You do see one figure climbing up the staircase into it and pulling the hatch closed as the snow starts to blur it a bit more. Things are seeming a bit more wintered out for the time being as later evening is starting to approach.
Much of our kit off at the plane, so we don't get caught with it in Oslo.
You have kit to drop off?
Torn just looks at her with a bar slung over his shoulder.
Yeah, I just generally gesture towards Torin.
Oh. You were talking about that being light equipment, but okay, yeah.
This is light for me, and it
It
wasn't
is.
enough. I ran out of ammo.
Well, go drop it off in the plane then. It'd probably be easier to get into the hotel
I'm
without
sure that
that
doesn't
slung
happen too
over.
often.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put this away. I really don't want to, but
Anyone else gonna take a quick jaunt over across the tarmac to the plane on standby?
I am. We're gonna stick all those 5 Mausers in there.
Alrighty.
May as well add to our growing aircraft arsenal.
You're still keeping inventory on the plane?
Yep.
Alright, good. I've left that in your hands.
Alrighty. Yeah, the two of you will be able to briskly walk across, not really drawing any attention or notice. The small excuse for a tower, which is more like just the second story of one of the buildings to the side, seems to have like one person up in there just kind of maintaining watch, but not really working as nothing's flying in or out. You're able to head over to the plane, and the staircase is down, but the door is closed.
Right quick, remind me which arsenal manufactured those rifles, because I remember you said they were all from the same arsenal. Is this DWM or is this Mauser?
Okay, I'd have to scroll through my notes.
I want to say we said DWM, didn't we? Because they were the exported variant.
Well, no, no, these are German military.
Are you just mending the duffel cuts and putting them back?
I already did that.
They're Erfurts.
Erfurts. Is there not Arsenal? Or is it Erfurt?
It's made in Erfurt. The S-27, 1936.
We can make the train go away.
Irma. Okay.
Ah.
Refer to machine fabric.
Nice. Yeah, feel free to add those to the arsenal. You're able to drop off the bar, drop off the rifles, some of the other miscellaneous items and kit that you've acquired. Pilot will step in the doorway as you guys walk
That
up,
reminds me, we
crack
have
the
a-
door open.
That reminds me, we have MG34 in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah, good to see you, lads.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Want a
we've been,
rifle?
but oh, neat.
84.
Spoils of war.
I don't know if you'd call it war this time, more smuggling.
Well, as if we aren't already a weapons smuggling plane as is, we'll stash these for you in the below carts.
Yeah, we're accruing a surprising amount of German weaponry.
Yeah, I would say maybe lean a bit more towards Her Majesty's weapons from here forward, but I won't
Look, we
scrutinize
pick up
it.
what we find. The ammo, whatever is readily available.
We aren't often in conflict with Her Majesty's troops, so it would make sense that we would, be accruing this.
Besides, it's easier to deny that you've been there if all that's found is the enemy's brass.
He makes a point. Well, we'll stash these for you. Obviously, we're not taking off anytime tonight. They're saying the snow is going to be blowing in for at least the next 10 hours, so if you have a place to stay out in town, then I'd suggest it. We're nice and cozy in here.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh,
Well, I'll see you all tomorrow morning then. We'll see if they'll let us leave here.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
I'm assuming that's the one we came to get?
Blah.
yes, he's an eclectic fellow.
Very good. I was given a note upon transporting them here that I was to make sure you were coming back with us to meet our contractee.
I see. And the note is addressed to
The
raise an
pilots.
eyebrow.
Seems like you're on your leash again.
Indeed.
Why'd you say it like that?
He's gonna adjust his glasses. I assume he's being handed this note?
No, he's holding the note.
Oh, okay. He's gonna hold out a hand for the note.
Kind of hesitantly hands it over to you, but just lets you take it. It's a short piece of paper that looks like it was attached to maybe 4 or 5 other papers that were folded up and placed into a tighter kind of wrapped envelope. And when you look over, it's very simple, direct script. Once the librarian has been collected, ensure that he returns with Wondrous Company.
Indeed.
So, you're coming with us. Thankfully, we have plenty of room.
Well, until then.
And it's a wet plane.
Don't worry, Mr.
Oh, that's the
Librarian.
best.
The
Assuming you
airplane has
haven't
a
finished
powder
everything
room.
off. I say looking at the pilots.
The other pilot looks around the corner over his shoulder, just gives kind of a nod.
Oh, by the way, you should be aware Alexander is doing a financial audit on us. You know, the goat? He's doing a financial audit on us.
On you or on all of us?
All of us.
Ah. Noted. We'll look into that.
God,
And-
Alexander's gonna get the soap and a sock treatment.
They give each other sort of a pensive look, and then turns to an understanding look as they silently kind of agree and nod to each other over something that they seem to have been up to that they likely won't want Alexander finding out about. Stash the booze. They'll look back to
Damn
you,
bureaucrat.
give a couple nods. Alright, well then, we'll button up here for the night, make sure the engines don't take on too much frost and ice, and we'll see you in the morning.
Do you
Let's
need any
make sure
help
to-
preparing?
No, we
Just make
got
sure
you.
to blow them out every couple hours.
We plan on it.
Well, in the meantime, then, he'll lean a little heavier on his cane and then kind of tilt his head and gesture to follow towards the tram. No Grand Theft Auto this time, I insist.
I
The
still can't
matters are a
believe
little
they
bit
pulled
less
it off
pressing
last time.
now.
The other
Look, we
four will
needed-
be standing next to the tram waiting for you three as you approach.
Look, at the time, you guys had a plan to pretend to be the coroners or members of the church, so it made sense to have some sort of a reasonable transportation to match that.
The logic
The
follows.
vehicle spoke to me.
You stole it.
It would have been registered with the government for someone else.
Regardless.
Mr. Ron's going to go and up to the little ticket counter and speak for a few moments, and then gesture for everyone to walk through.
I thought it was get on the train, pay on, or get on the tram, pay on the tram.
Is it get on the tram, pay on the tram? Either way, he's the
It's
one
like
that's
a
speaking
nickel.
to the ticket master.
Step forward, it'll be a nice cheap, like 10 cents per, because winter blowout and needing to kind of empty out the airport.
That's not a problem.
So just like subtract $1.
Also, in-game images for visuals.
Yeah.
I will put that in character art. That's where it goes.
The lad with the dragon spats.
I hope he's doing a better job of concealing his tail.
I mean,
It's
Not
out in
tail,
the
his gun on his tail.
Oh.
I mean, the holster's optional.
I like the little tail tuft.
How do you have a holdout when you're not even holding out?
Torrent's sitting there just
We'll see.
quietly.
Through the power of buying 2 of them.
Just quietly whistling with like 3 guns hidden under his coat.
The
Out of
very
character, Torrent, if the
slight
ATF
print.
existed,
Oh,
The ATF does exist.
I didn't think they became a thing till later on, though.
ATF
still-
were around for a minute.
They were a prohibition era thing, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they started out as the guys who,
The ATF was
Arrested
officially
you for having
created in
alcohol.
1972.
Ah. So they were
were a
just
thing before then, though.
prohibition cops?
The FBI.
Oh,
would have been the
yeah.
main agency
They
at
were-
that time.
They were FBI at the time.
Because
Yes.
the ATF originally was a bureau through the FBI. It branched off in 1972 due to the fact that it became a larger, with the whole war on drugs starting off and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
and guns and blah blah blah. The FBI used to handle all that stuff until like the late 1960s when they started branching off DEA and all that stuff.
It should all be part of the U.S. Marshals.
Don't sully the name of the U.S. Marshals.
I'm just saying, all federal law enforcement that's not directly related to the military should be part of the U.S. Marshals.
Marshals are cool. I like the Marshals. Yeah, you guys will be able to hop aboard your tram. It's a nice, quick little tram ride, very similar to when you first arrived. It'll take you down to the nearest stop, just down the road. You'll be able to disembark. Make your nice, pleasant way through the kind of almost chilling breeze, especially for some of the cold-blooded reptile. It's a bit colder than average, but you guys are bundled up. You're able to make your way to the front steps. Start walking your way up, get to the front door, and find yourselves entering the lobby of the Bristol Hotel once again.
Oh, this is familiar.
God.
So, did you really rig it to explode? Because we
Oh.
were worried about that.
Yeah, I had worried
To
that
explode?
the
Oh, good
room-
heavens, no.
the room
That's too
might-
much collateral damage. Now, to compress everything on the inside to a single point in space and time, yes. Which would then be spat out at an undetermined location for examination and holding.
Thank you for making our job at finding you so much easier.
So
Yes.
basically,
say hi to the staff.
imploding
They did
instead of
like you.
exploding.
Imploding, exploding, imploding, same things.
Let's see. He'll walk up to the staff and look around and not spot the young gentleman he spoke to the first time, because these are all very different, very clearly.
Yeah.
It's all the one guy from Vienna!
I couldn't find the token. I lost him.
Oh no!
It's one of the same guys. Different shift at this point. But he'll step forward. Hello. Okay.
Are we
Oh,
still in
it's
the
you.
Pokemon universe?
We're glad to see you
Yes.
back. We were concerned about the room. Is everything to your liking?
Yes, so far. Could I trouble you for a replacement key? I believe that mine has gone missing, unfortunately.
Oh, well, we will have to bill you for that, but we can give you the
Oh,
spare.
Bother.
He'll turn, give a little wave to the one of the guys in the back. He'll turn, open a drawer, start digging through. Take out a key, attach a little tag to it. Steps over nice and briskly, passes him the key, and he'll slide it over the top of the table to you. We've refrained from entering the room and have kept the floor private as you requested.
Good. Good to see that this hotel still lives up to its reputation about discretion with guests.
May bring boss.
Oh, it's the little messaging kobold.
Yes.
Is he with you?
Indeed he is. If you don't mind, we will require a delivery of food service later. We'll send down a messenger with our orders respectively.
Of course, we will be ready and available at all times. Send anything that you wish.
Yes. With that, he's going to nod and then start walking towards the edge. And
Thorin's gonna walk beside him, behind him, doing like the servant walk thing, being kind of an ass clown about it.
Hell yeah.
oh, he's going to make a show of that. Now, look here, young man. If you see these gentlemen and ladies over here, that these are the ways that you are supposed to arrange the silverware and such.
I thought you say you eat with spoon.
Well, of course. But which spoon goes where? Come now, you remember. We've discussed this before.
Spoon not for steak?
Well, I mean, if you're ambitious enough, you can eat anything with a spoon.
He's barely keeping it together, just straight.
Blood is going to start just pouring out of his nose.
Peter, I would like you to roll me perception.
Hey, what's
good.
that?
You're pointing it out to him because the Thorin was gonna point it out to him.
Peter, you look down as they're talking and he's explaining to Simple Torin, the off-brand movie, and everyone's kind of following along. Apples has gone from her casual, kind of cozy demeanor walking to very close to your right side, trying to keep even pace with you, and her hands are a little closer to her chest. She seems to be trying to avoid something on the opposite side of you. As you all continue kind of stepping forward casually.
I mean, these guys are obvious, but I'm not going to bring anything up until we're skedaddled.
Yeah. If anyone would like to kind of peek in that direction and get an observation, give me an investigation.
You don't have my correct character sheet attached as of yet?
Investigation.
I
No,
attached
oops, I'm
it
still-
to the one you gave me.
Nope.
Oh, I thought that one was me for a second.
The
was me.
Poor
Warlock.
Torin is really getting into character.
Warlock 8.
Yeah, he is.
Boss man, why you say woman only for making
has-
dinner and babies?
Well, that's because that is the belief that some hold, and while there may be some merit to that, there is nothing that says that has to be how it is.
He's right. They're also for being typists.
That was good. That was a good one. Damn.
There should be a character sheet that was sent to you labeled the librarian.
Let's see here.
That's
Un
okay.
momento. I have the one named after him. I did not
Yeah.
get it.
It's okay.
Did I?
You said investigation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be plus, and so.
Ooh.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, Nikos and Messeron, as you two are walking forward, being further to the left of the pack near the entrance, you're able to steal a kind of quick glance over. Nikos, you see 3 quasi-armored plate meld, look like very heavily plated common soldiers. Your typical kind of British line troops. They got bolt-action rifles slung over their shoulders, bayonets on their side, plate mail, but you can kind of see different markings that are likely English on them. Faces covered with sort of lower armor plates. There's also what looks like a much older nun in somewhat more ornate habit, and sitting across from them looks like almost out of time a like 16 or late 1500s English knight. Nice red cape on his back, English lion on the front with yellow and red, a sword on his hip, and what looks like a pistol on the other side. And then next to him is very brown and red clad, maybe cleric or paladin of some sort, but she has on her breastplate the same symbol of Sarenrae that Apples has on her amulet. Messeron, with the 19, you notice the more specific details. The nun that is standing there has what looks like a much more ornate cross around her neck. The 3 armored troops that look like they're doing a bit more of security, kind of presence, looking outwards or just kind of standing around for the other 3, all have flags of St. George on their arms. And you also notice the knight that's standing there, or what looks like a knight at least. There is a faint bit of magic coming off the sword, off his breastplate, and he seems to be fiddling with some papers in front of him, having a very quiet discussion with the nun across the table. But they don't seem to draw any attention towards any of you.
Now, as I was saying, there are a number of religions that insist upon the place of the woman in the household, and while there are some places where that is acceptable, generally in modern society, it is held as a very contentious subject for some.
Okay.
To, continue to lead everyone to the elevator.
Ah, fancy.
Holy shit! An elevator in the 30s.
Yes, it did have an elevator.
One of those small, basic ones, but an elevator.
Actually, it's not a. It's more of a wait staff elevator.
Hachu and Alexander, are you guys following as well? Ah, there.
Why we go to box? There go up.
Yes, well, he'll reach over and pull the lever, Kronk, to open the gates for the rather just spacious enough elevator.
Maybe we make 2 trips.
Closet.
Well, if someone would like to take the stairs, I'm not going to stop them. However, I do not particularly feel like walking all 3 floors to the top, so in I go.
But you could use thy day.
Apples will
It's good to know
kinda
that you
scurry
are,
and-
in fact, making observations of that.
Apples will scurry and pack herself in there.
He's going to continue to hold the lever and acting the part of bellhop, as it were.
Why, I'll go in closet.
Nikos,
Enough room.
Torn, and Hachu, I will need the 3 of
Yeah.
you to roll me dexterity.
Torin's gonna stand there, look at him, and like lick his snout.
So the
Hey,
shield
what's that?
might bash you in the hit. Oh, are you giving him a hey? What's that?
Yeah, I'm giving it. Hey, what's that?
Nikos, you could. What was it? A D4?
Oh, that's
Oh, I gotta add that to this character sheet too. No,
Oh.
hey,
Yeah,
what's
that's-
that is a help action.
Ah,
help
okay.
action.
Yeah, you could re-roll Nikos.
Alrighty.
Hey. And then, are you guys also giving the help action to Hachu?
Give me a sec. I crashed my sheet
Oops.
while trying to add. Hey, what's that?
Nico's just crammed himself in there like a small Asian man on an Asian subway.
Oh.
Got you. It might be better if you.
Whoops.
Come on. It might be better if you take the next one.
Lord. Yeah, I'll take a second.
I stay with Snake.
Sounds good. We'll meet you up there. As Nikos
Yes.
has to kind of pie himself in between Peter and mess around with his shield against his chest. Alexander, you do catch a hip to the side of your head that kind of presses you to the side for a moment.
Oh, sorry.
I have fun in up-down closet.
So
I don't get pretty good at that.
so who's staying on the ground floor again?
Hachu and Torn.
Okay. This one's going to lean down towards Torin. That group that was around the table, if you can find out anything more of them while I get everybody else upstairs, I'd be most appreciative.
Yeah, I do. I'll just use the stupid thing on him.
You don't
He's
have
going
to
to
do that
bemused,
if
smile, and
if-
then step back into the elevator and close the gates.
you don't have.
Mrs. Johnson. And then, go ahead.
Oh no, she's kind of getting cut off behind Nikos as he closed the gate.
And then up we go.
Alright.
Can we get a little ba-ba-da-ba, but it's just the elevator going up.
Just upward. Ding.
Yeah. His plan is to deposit everybody at the top and then come back down.
Alright. That'll take a few moments.
It'll
So
take a couple
before he's
minutes.
able to come back down, we'll have a few moments for you two hanging out down here.
Well, I guess I am an unattended kobold who's been left alone on the ground floor of a hotel.
Again.
Again.
I guess Torin's just gonna wander up to him.
Alright. You see 3 gentlemen
Oh, shit,
smelling
here
of
comes the
cigars
entourage.
and smelling of cigars and bourbon, kind of laughing and start making their way up the staircase and heading off towards their rooms. Seems like business venture of some sort.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna walk up and just like stand there and just like stare at him. Just like look around, like
The guard, initial one that's standing there, not quite at attention, will turn, look down towards you. Takes 2, not aggressive, but forward steps, stopping beside you. Can I help you, Kobold?
Yes.
You violated the law.
Looks over briefly at the others at the table and back down. Well?
What you?
None of your... Who are you?
I come
Starts character creation.
Damn it, that one will never leave me.
boss left up down box. I don't know.
Your boss.
I don't know about you. I already played a Dragonborn. I'm gonna play as a Sonic this round.
Yes, I cobbled out.
You see him stand up a little bit more straight, look over towards the others, and the knight will get up from his seat, take a few steps over, crouch down just some. So you're in the employ then of... Was it the Dragonborn or the Goblin? Or the Orthodox priest?
Ooh, they were watching. Oh, they were watching.
The dragon. Yes, I do letters and food.
Are you familiar with all the company then that you keep?
None. Not so much.
What
Little
about
bit.
the nun that was with you? Is she in employ or working with the Orthodox priest, perhaps?
Oh, she knew. I don't. She just show up.
How recently?
It's just,
He starts like counting on his fingers. He goes up to 4, like 3, and then goes back, and then goes up again, and then brings out his other hand, starts looking at his other hand.
A gentle but large gauntlet kind of reaches forward and places his hand on your shoulder. I need you to make me a charisma save.
Oh. Once I find it.
In the top left in the
there,
save
right,
box.
right.
Yeah.
A 14.
Let me send you a quick DM here.
Out of curiosity, would a D4 assist in that?
If you were close enough to it, or knew...
Was 4 something entirely different, but
Ah.
Yeah.
It might. If you have a way to give him a D4, how would that be?
It's has to do with some stuff he had. No, wait, you got the watch back. Never mind. As I was.
So again, how recently did you meet that goblin?
Couple days. Soon. I know. I don't know name. Let's keep secret.
How did you come about her?
She just show up.
You just showed up.
Yes, I write him back. I don't. I just do message and food.
Well, your master, the Dragonborn, would he be okay with speaking with us, perhaps?
Yeah, I send letter. I do that.
Oh, good. Perhaps later this evening we will be here for a while, if you can have him come down to speak with us, or perhaps the father in his stead.
Oh, I just saw your DM. I didn't realize.
Oh.
So wait, sorry, I was reading 2 things. Can you repeat that last one?
Perhaps you can have your master, the Dragonborn, or perhaps the Orthodox father in his stead come down to speak with us this evening.
Yes, I do. I ask.
Very good. We will be here.
No letter.
No letter. Simply tell them to come speak with us.
But I'm bad with words.
Can you remember a short phrase?
Maybe.
Tell the father that the military chapter of St. Paul of Exeter is here to speak with him in regards to an excommunicated nun in his presence.
That's a lot of words.
He'll pat you twice on the shoulder. You'll feel the magical effect leave you and give you a nice little push as the you feel the rifle butt press against your other shoulder, and you know kind of how you'll like use a stick to guide something on ice or whatnot. You're kind of being pressed and guided by the small of your back with the rifle butt in your back by the rather large armored soldier.
I think you nice. Yes.
And he'll kind of keep walking with you until you get to the threshold, and he'll stop and remain standing there. The knight will go to sitting back down and speaking with the others.
Oh, no tip.
He'll turn on a heel, couple clanking footsteps, start walking back.
Oh. Oh shit! God damn it! Okay.
He's just gonna make his way back and stand in front of the elevator.
After a few moments, elevator will come ricketing its way back down. Ding. Slide open the gating.
Oh, up down box. Oh, I'm getting stuck in it. All right, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
It's going to gesture both of you forward and then raise an eyebrow as the gate closes behind him.
Hachu fills up a good chunk of the elevator. But let me pan you guys on over here, and I'll take you to, let's see. We will pretend that this is in fact the elevator. Yoink.
Should be a door directly across. Yep, perfect.
Yep.
That is, in fact, the elevator.
Ah, okay, cool. I knew it.
Right
Well,
here, but still.
almost. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Well, I know who they are.
Yes, let's get in here first before we continue.
We were waiting to enter, but you had the key.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's
it would
gonna
hate to be imploded down to a small point, to later to be distributed later for observation.
Right?
So how did you get into last time?
We snuck in.
Someone got very lucky from the feel of it. He's going to insert the key and then go to the complete opposite side of the door where he does something with one of the one side of the hinges, and then goes back to the doorknob and then turns the key and pulls it towards him and then pushes it in.
You see, I just used some of my magic lockpicks, but that works.
Yes. It's very interesting that such thing would work, considering it's specifically warded against such things.
Maybe you're losing your touch.
Maybe she's better at that than you expected.
Perhaps, though.
I downplay some things sometimes.
I would argue that someone needed things to happen.
Anyway, so those knights down there might be a problem.
Oh,
Indeed.
Who are they?
they're no one, I'm sure, as long as they don't come up here.
So they were most certainly watching us. They asked me exclusively about you, my boss, Mesron, and you, Peter. They wish me to pass a message on to either you or Mesron to speak with them. They're, as was the message, they're from the military chapter of the St. Paul of Exeter, and they're here to speak with you about an excommunicated nun.
He's gonna look at Apples.
Ears will fold and a very distraught look.
Clearly
And they
weren't
were-
paying
I
that
can.
much. They clearly weren't paying that much attention to me, otherwise they would know that I don't particularly have opinions on who the Anglican Church excommunicates.
Well, they were particularly interested in you, Apples. With the number of questions they asked, I would have suspected that they were here specifically to find you.
Maybe.
You kind of thrown off their trail, possibly.
If they're here, then they know enough. Maybe, hey, I might make my way back out and maybe stay at the plane or something. Maybe they won't
Oh,
find
no.
me. No?
I don't believe that'll be necessary, and besides, they are watching the entrances and exits, and they know that you're here. You hear all this from across the room, behind the screen.
That's what I'm saying. I can throw off their trail. I can disguise myself pretty easily.
Torin just goes down.
Boss say suck it!
We
Hey, Messeron, do you have some wax?
Of course.
none of you need
Yeah,
Go
we
to
over
do.
to the...
inconvenience yourself. It's okay, really.
No,
If we do feel the need to respond, I do have a ring that I can press a seal into. That would be very interesting to see their reactions to.
Yep, he's going to go and open the desk drawers. And then blink. And then close the desk drawer and open the next one.
Yeah,
And then look up at the party.
how about that?
We thought you were dead.
Logical assumption.
No, we've got it all here. It's all here. It's just,
Oh, well, I would appreciate if it could be returned, because there are some things that have likely racked up quite a fee with the library.
Oh, no, I returned those.
Oh. And the fee? He looks visibly uncomfortable with the idea of the fee.
I got out of it somehow.
Oh. Well, that's sorted then.
How did he get out of it again? I'm
A series of convenient rolls, if memory serves.
Didn't you basically tell him that he was dead and that you found him on his corpse?
Yeah, that's what it was.
basically.
Oh,
It's like there's no one to pay the fee.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna rummage through another box and then come back and place a stationery set on top of the desk there and gesture towards it. It's got wax and several different seals.
Guess Torin's gonna slap all of his papers back down. It's just a big pile of desk drawer looting.
He looks visibly despondent at this. They were all organized.
Well, we thought you were dead, so. Plus, we
Yeah,
didn't know
Sam
who would be
keeps
following
saying.
us here to maybe also take it, so, I mean.
Indeed. Still, it's strange to me. I don't quite understand it. How...
Oh, what?
Sorry, I have to backtrack there because it scrolled up on me. You asked a good question earlier. How did she know that you were coming? And I'm not entirely sure about that, other than that she had eyes on the other side of the ocean.
But the timeline you have told us makes it sound like she knew we were coming
Indeed.
before we even could have come.
Right, and she would happen to have found out about that I had ties to Miss Harper, which is a rather interesting conundrum in and of itself. I suppose I'll have to be burning some of those aliases, which I suppose it was high time for that regardless, though.
So, you think she was
Unusual.
expecting Miss Harper to send a cleanup crew?
Perhaps.
Yeah, but why would it be us?
He's going to look over at
This
Apples
is only
and
our
look at the
second
party.
association with Miss Harper.
Right. Pray tell, where did you meet Miss Apples?
At the airport.
Before then, Vienna.
Before then, in Vienna.
I didn't meet her there. Then I met her at the Fey Carnival.
And was that before or after your dealings with Zalant?
Before.
Hmm.
No,
after.
after Zalant. Before Zamaj. Z names, yes. Before.
Interesting. So at some point, someone has made the connection between Apples and you, and then between Apples and Miss Harper, or Apples and myself and Miss Harper. This will require a discussion with Mrs. Harper whenever I return.
Well, we got orders to bring you back, so.
Indeed.
That's between you two. Honestly, our covers aren't particularly hard most of the time.
Yeah, we don't
Yes,
exactly.
well, the arrangement that I have with Mrs. Harper is somewhat more stringent.
Nice room, though.
Yes. Now I've got to do a thing.
What?
Gonna get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Go for it. You're using disguise self, Alexander?
I am.
What are you disguising
Do,
as?
Alexander.
I'm gonna basically be Ale's copy for the time being.
Oh, in the habit
His copy?
or in her clothes?
We'll do habits since they're looking for that specifically.
She's like halfway through buttoning up her shirt. She took the habit off pretty quickly and started changing in the corner while you guys were talking. She looks over at you. No. No, you're not doing that. No.
I can literally have them chase after me out of the building.
They
It'd
won't.
be such an easy plan.
Alexander, they aren't gonna chase you.
And pray tell, Miss Apples, what is their intent?
I would expect them to shoot her.
I'm going to pass
That's-
a tumbler to Torin as he walks by.
That's likely what they're gonna do, and if not, they're going to take me somewhere where they can do that, where it's sanctioned and okay. And, enemy of the church and all that. Alexander, I really appreciate it, but if I was gonna ditch you guys and try to escape and make my way out of Norway myself, I would have done it if they knew they were here. Don't.
Literally can distract them while you make your way to the plane, and then you can go from there.
And then
You know, that's a
I'm
neat
gonna
little
have to
trick.
come back and heal you when they shoot you with holy munitions, or a spell which hurts you twice as hard. Or if they take
talking
enough
to that guy that
exception and
literally
notice.
You're talking about a guy that literally vaporized an entire society. So, I don't know. I'd be willing to take the chances, honestly.
I didn't think
What
they
can
were
I
gonna
say? They
follow
deserve
me
it.
up here. None of you need to really be involved in this. None of you really need to be, gone after by yet another entity. I appreciate it, but
A second Apples materializes on the far side of the room, clothing and all.
Oh, what is happening?
Well, I don't really think that's something that you would
A
need to
third
worry
Apples.
about. It's Apples. Sorry, a third Apples.
Why are there? I looked away for 20 seconds. Why are there 3 of them?
the apple's in the middle, buttoning up the top button of her shirt finally. I say top button. Looks over to you. That one's Alexander, and the other one's Messeron, trying to make copies of me because they think they can mislead people that want to shoot me on sight, likely.
Hello?
We
got
lost him.
Uh-oh, did it drop?
F in chats, everyone. F in chat.
He's dead.
Oh, he's back.
Am I back?
Either way,
Oh,
we shouldn't use that until we're
Oh.
all ready to move out and get on the plane and get out of here very quickly.
don't be doing things that's just gonna get you shot. I don't know how angry they
Fine.
are. I don't know if they're here to just, like, take me in or if they're just gonna shoot me on sight. I'd go with the latter, probably.
Mr.
So,
Run is going to laugh at all of that. Mrs. Apples, you know as well as I do that aside from prior circumstances here being a unusual affair, it's not quite easy to keep some of us contained.
Besides, Miss Apples, I have been shot for much lesser people than you.
but you're a man of the
I'm
cloth.
sure
You're
everyone here
a,
can attest. I can hold my own. So
you're a hellspawn. He's a dragonborn. You're a holy father of an order that they don't really mesh well with. He's a Yuan-ti of a death god. You're a kobold, and that's enough for them to already not like you, majority of them. And you're not even, well, they might actually like you, Nikos, I don't know. They're here for me,
We just
so
killed a dragon.
I don't think we need to kill some apostate investigators right now.
I don't want to, but if they make me, I will.
Well, they won't
He's gonna
make
let
you,
the
because I'm
disguise
gonna...
drop and turn back to his natural form. Regardless of whether or not I would like to kill them, if they threaten any of you gentlemen and lady, then their lives would be forfeit. Their jurisdiction does not extend to here. They believe they are on some mission, I presume, to apprehend, detain, and otherwise Miss Apples. I find this situation unacceptable.
It's...
Besides, we're in the employ of the Confederate government right now. You have diplomatic immunity for whatever they want.
They're the type that would believe that their authority supersedes something as silly as diplomatic immunity.
Believe me, I know. But how do you
Yes.
think the Norwegian government is going to react to a Confederate agent being arrested, kidnapped by a non-governmental agency in the middle of their capital?
Indeed.
If you'd like to
Which
draft a
is-
spicily worded letter, I can return it to them.
I can actually get started on that. He's salivating at this point.
Which is the reason why I suggest if things become less pleasant between them, if hostilities are not immediate and outright, then you allow at least the two of us to form an amusing diversion. Just as a contingency, if you will. Does anybody have a reservation as to that suggestion?
I don't...
Why do it now? We want to play it. We want to parallel the diversion with when we're getting on the plane.
Morning.
Precisely.
I don't know if any of you... I guess you're all willing. It's a lot to ask, and it's a lot to do to just suddenly try to divert people that are after me, so...
Dear, this isn't a lot to ask. Consider what you all have just done.
Ukrainian Catholics, Lutheran clerics, NKVD officers pretending to be Orthodox priests, adding Anglicans to the list of heretics I've had to deal with over some stupid nonsense about what they think is their rights is not much to add to the list.
So they were hostile when I locked up.
Wow.
I've got my own reasons.
Alright, what's the plan then? Because mine is dip out now while I got the chance.
Mine, go to
You can
sleep.
literally go out the front door and have them just follow me and go from there and give you an opportunity to slip out.
I call the couch.
When they catch you, and you reveal yourself to be Hellspawn, what do you think the cleric and the paladins are going to do?
Oh, don't worry about that. I already have that figured out.
Which I would say that my own concerns of that are a lot simpler.
The only thing I'd be concerned about is collateral damage with my contingency. I'm not all too worried about my own well-being. I'll be fine. I'm more worried about collateral, but at the same time, these guys sound like they had it coming, so...
I think we're best off making them, perhaps with a distraction, but making them come to us in broad daylight with the police around.
Either
Not
way, I
altogether
feel
a
proud
bad
to be in the
idea.
pond.
Well, if you have a plan for that, or a letter, or something you can say to them, or however you want to do that, then
I would
Sure.
not be opposed to going and having a little chat with them to just discuss things, but
Alex will
the
drop
feeling-
the disguise for now, and he'll start writing something.
I get the feeling that they would not be as amicable to discussion.
she'll kind of rub the top of her head for a moment and walk over past you to the edge of the table. And just kind of thinking, pushing her thumbs together.
Seriously, they didn't even tip me.
Oh, the horror!
Oh,
Right?
How
Do
dare
you
they
think they're gonna
not
tip
provide
you?
they not provide a tip to a lowly servant?
No, just to deliver a message you're supposed to tip. They didn't even tip.
Most uncivilized.
That's what I'm saying.
Disgraceful.
So what was the exact message they wanted you to send?
That they were looking to either speak to you or Messeron, and that they were knights of the...
Damn it, I deleted the thing after I said it the first time.
That would be the military chapter of St. Paul of Exeter.
Yeah, that's the military chapter of St. Paul at Exeter, and that they were interested in speaking with either you, Father, or Messeron about the nun in your presence.
Well, regardless, if we did decide to go and speak with them, this room is warded. The bypass that was placed here was done after the fact, I would presume, with other means that has since been rectified.
So at least they won't be able to listen to us.
Well, listen or enter.
I say we sleep. I'm tired. That's a morning problem.
We can... If we just don't come down to talk to them, maybe they'll just go away and revisit tomorrow, and maybe we'll miss them entirely and get to the plane before they go show back up.
Add a character, feel free to stretch. I'm trying to draft up a letter.
Yeah. There you go. She'll nod a little bit. Yeah, I guess if you want to talk to him, if there's anything I can tell you to be able to be more prepared to talk to him, I guess. But sleep and rest just so we got our magic back to us would probably be good.
Indeed.
At this point, we'll have Alexander write up the letter. What process would you guys like to take? Would you like to answer the summons this evening, or are we gonna go with a different plan and layout, or what's the general flow that we're aiming for?
If you want to go down there, I'll go down there with one of you. I've established myself as the help. I'd
They,
rather sleep.
Did they happen to say where they were going to be at? Besides downstairs, of course.
No, I presume they're staking out the lobby. They know you're here, they're probably not going to leave it.
Well, yeah, Mr. Un's okay
Apples,
with
were
going...
you even baptized?
Hmm?
Were you even baptized into the Anglican Church?
No, yes, but it was a very delayed and kind of what you would probably call bureaucratic process when the Cult of Sarenrae was made a holy order of the church. They just kind of slapped the labels on us, gave us uniforms, changed a few things, and since then I've been slowly clamping down and trying to change stuff. And half the cult is okay with it. The other half, mostly like my abbey, are silently opposed to it in ways that we can be. But we're trying to work with it best we can.
But did they actually baptize you, or did they just write down that they did?
So I wasn't actually hit with water, splashed, or anything like that, but they
What are you
did
thinking, Father?
say some stuff when I took my first novitiate prayer that they had me make.
What a very Protestant line of thinking.
What are you thinking, Father?
How can they even excommunicate her if they never properly baptized her? That means she's objectively not a proper nun and not a proper member of the church, so she can't be excommunicated. What do I have to expect from someone from a church that doesn't even have proper holy orders and still practices the filioque?
I mean, my title, I guess you could say, is Second Novitiate Chamberlain, I think. I'm basically a cleaning nun. All of us were kind of given a title and status and positions, and every once in a while a priest or a cleric would show up and check that things were okay, and largely a lot of the Sarenrae abbeys and whatnot are left alone. Some of them not so much. They just, more so in name than anything, just kind of are trying to make us a chapter, just like with Tyr and some of the other smaller gods and deities.
That is just so much heresy.
I
freely admit
try
that I'm a
not to
bit
question
more
it.
sacrilegious than most would think, but even I find that rather odd.
At least you're willing to admit it.
Oh, quite freely.
Next thing you know, the Anglicans are going to be having female bishops.
Now, imagine it. I bet you way more people would get baptized if they made them more interesting. Imagine if someone sits up on, the dunk tanks at the fair. What if someone sits there and spouts sacrilege, and the priests have to throw baseballs until they hit it, and then they get baptized?
Father, I will leave the room, and what happens, happens.
That's a little more water than I'm comfortable with.
Just saying,
Believe it
it
or
would,
not,
it would
we
bring in
actually
the
did that in
crowds.
cemetery.
Wait, what?
In seminary.
What are they doing in the cemetery, Father? Peter!
The guy's just sitting there in the chair. Hail the bronze bull! Priest had thrown baseballs. God damn it!
Skull and bones meeting out in the cemetery.
Yeah, funnily enough, there is a
I
video
know.
somewhere of my pastor going through the duck tank, giving a sermon.
I know it's a common misconception, but priests are allowed to have fun.
Absolutely. It would be rather dull otherwise.
I have known some rather dull ones, but not the majority.
Regardless, they're trying to do things and they're bringing some of the orders who don't exactly have the capacity to fight back or object to it. And when I say I'm not really a nun, I'm a cleric of Sarenrae. However, in the Anglican Church, clerics are usually nuns, sometimes priests. We don't really have seniors or leaders or anything, so they just took the oldest one at the abbey and named her Mother Superior. So,
Well, I mean, I said I was sending a message up. They're probably expecting a reply. I mean, what do you say we go down there and deliver a very polite no? Or you can draft something up and I can deliver it because I'm just a messenger.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll for that too, don't I?
What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Beat me up for delivering a piece of paper?
they might. Sometimes they can act with, no, feeling like nothing can touch them. And in my experience, they tend to do that a lot, which is kind of why they want me.
Now decide on something because I'm getting tired.
Well, regardless, I would be perfectly fine with having a chat with them or waiting until the morning. Oh, thank you. And dealing with them then. It would seem that most of us here are a bit travel weary and could use a little rest, but don't foresee the need for anything strenuous coming from a small chat, but
Ooh, floating alcohol. Thank you.
Well, the question is, do we want to deliver a message tonight or tomorrow?
If not tonight, not doing so by tomorrow might put them on edge. I mean, are they really going to start something in the classiest hotel lobby in town?
They might.
I wouldn't put it past them, but it might be good to, like you said, give them a polite no tonight then.
Polite no. Peter tucks away the note that says the validity of their excommunications are shared with the validity of their sacraments.
Let's go.
Right, well then, if whoever's going down, the humble, dumb kobold servant will accompany you for the message.
yeah, this run will go down.
Alex is gonna hand Peter the note here. I'll send it to you, Peter.
Have Torin deliver the message. Do you have some sealing wax?
Of course, it's on the desk.
Absolutely. Oh. Yeah, I have some of my kit too, so.
Perfect.
Oh, and also, give me note for I'm doing it. The note for the order for the food to bring up. I can do that as well. I'm down there.
Yes. Mr. will go to grab some paper and whatnot and write down
Sorry, I just saw
essentially
your
everyone's
message.
order.
Whatever you think I want, do double.
Just want to draw a line through one item and then write a little bit more.
Thank you.
Are you going to send me the rest of the message, Alexander, or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. Sorry, I was replying to something here. I like a bunch of stuff. There you go. Yeah, I will send you the letter, Peter. And you can choose to read it if you do. If not, I can always post it. But this is basically what Alexander drafted up for you.
non-recognition in violation of sovereign statutes.
God.
I figured, a holy man would know religious law more than anything, so you'd already have something like this already drafted up. So here you go.
And Merson's going to reach over and slide a note of his own, which merely says, "No." In very large calligraphy.
Oh, perfect. He's gonna give him the wordy one first, and then the second one.
That is a bit much to be forging a message from the Crown of Norway.
Believe me, it's passable. They won't know the difference.
Oh,
I
do
know
you
it's
need...
passable, but I would rather just send a message to the front desk that they are harassing us and ask them to have the police on quick call.
Man, I do all this really extensive work for you. Double check my facts. Make sure everything's literally.
Peter, I might as well take
watertight.
yours too. Peter, give me yours too.
Are you sure? It's not very nice.
I mean, neither is no in calligraphy. It's just sassy.
I mean, it's just sassy, but mine's
His is
more
professional. Mine is just
instigative.
blunt.
I'm taking them out.
Here, on yours, Messeron. I'm gonna toss him my ring of the Orthodox Hospitaller Order of St. John, and say, press that into it as a seal.
Ah.
It should recognize it.
Just 3 different letters of all different tones.
He'll double pour and put 2 seals on it.
Literally writes it in Comic Sans.
Press the ring into the one, and then his own signet ring into the other.
Alrighty. So who all's in down? Torn and Messeron?
Wait, before you go, Alexander, can you take this and can you change it into a notice of diplomatic protection and a request for support? So we can give this to the people at the front desk?
He did have to step away.
Ah, shit. Can we make him do that?
Yeah, I don't see
I'm sure
why
he
he
can
wouldn't
do
be
that.
able to amend that.
For the record, if we go down there and things turn sour, then Mr. Levencroft, I would be most appreciative if you would come retrieve the rest of the party while I make a scene.
I figure we
I'm
send
getting it.
Torin down there alone as a messenger.
To say you don't beat the messenger, and if you do, I mean,
I wouldn't put it past them, but regardless, and he's going to pass a hand over his face, and as you watched, his face itself seems to kind of like jellify for a moment before him stands a human that looks similar but not the same, little darker complected.
Make sure you pass the message to the front desk before you pass the message to them.
yes,
That way,
yes, of
if they
course.
do decide to hurt the messenger, you can just scream for help.
Perhaps I should take the message to the front desk and allow you to go that direction. That way it doesn't look like we are shadowing one another.
If you insist, again, the whole thing with me acting like an idiot is the point of which is to not be presumed as a threat. So,
I mean, it is rather endearing, but I wouldn't put it past them, and we're not familiar with them in general, so...
insist away.
We're having Alexander fabricate a Confederate government stamp for the one we're
Oh.
sending with Messeron.
Oh,
Unless
okay,
Messeron
sorry.
has an official one.
Sure, we'll call it official.
The idea here being that we're playing the card that they can't fuck with us on Norwegian soil because we have protections.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we'll have you two step out with your 3 different types of letters of varying strength and disposition.
No,
And we'll-
Messeron has one for the dinner and apparently the call for the staff, and Torin has the other 3.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
we're just sending the no. We're not sending the other 2.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
one of them is a play we don't want to make in that way, and the other one is way too provocative. If we're gonna play nice, we're gonna play nice, and what I was sending was not what I was planning on sending was not going to be nice.
It's not
at all.
nice, yeah.
I figured the impact of 3 different letters might actually have something behind it.
No, we're getting the same impact from the 2 different seals. Oh, we thought you were going to be gone longer, Alexander. Yeah, we rolled it up as you did it. If you want to write something proper up, feel free.
Messeron, you'll be able to step around the corner and the same gentleman will look up and give a nice smile to you. Ah, hello again.
Hello, good sir. I'm afraid I must ask a favor. And he's going to pull the key from the inside of his jacket, just enough so the clerk could see it, and just to confirm his identity and everything.
Because he is in disguise right now.
Yeah.
Since he is, in
He'll
disguise.
give a little bit of a nod, look at you, look back at the key, touches a finger to the side of his nose. Of course, sir.
Yes. There is a group that in the day room over there. They seem to be causing some distress to a member of my association. I would appreciate if we could discreetly contact the local authorities and ask the Polizia to have some stationed close by, just in case.
I was way ahead of you when they first arrived. Unfortunately, it would seem the diocesan investigators do have a sort of immunity. Despite them providing some papers, I attempted to call the local police, who informed me that they have been notified ahead of time that their investigation cannot be hindered.
Fascinating. Pray tell, did they leave those papers with you?
They seem to have the papers on themselves, but they did allow me to
Interesting.
read over them.
So, answer me this one then. Would you be so kind as to send a missive to the consulate and ask the Confederate consulate and ask them to send a representative to assist us in deconflicting a potential diplomatic incident before it becomes one? I would hate for
That's-
this establishment to become notorious for some sort of conflict.
Are you suggesting that perhaps a fight might happen?
Cannot say for sure, and I will be going out of my own way personally to avoid it, but
We will
these
see
types
if we
tend
can
to
send a
swing
message.
first.
We will see if we can send a message to the American consulate then. However, they are a little ways away. I am not aware of any Confederate States consulate in the region.
Of course, of course. Also, if you'll be so kind, good sir, as to pass this to the kitchens.
Ah,
Pass
yes.
the order and the other note there.
You'll take those both with a smile and set them to the side for now. Will there be anything else?
No, thank you, good sir.
Do be safe and try not to instigate too much. And he'll turn around with the papers, walk over to the others. You see him go to a little horn in the wall attached to a kind of tube and start speaking into it. Torin, what are you up to while he's going up to the window?
Just gonna walk right up, back up to the table.
As you do, two of the guards look over towards you. The knight kind of flatly looks to the side. You hear a little bit of a scoff from the nun across from him. The other soldier does start stepping over and getting about 4 feet behind you, just not aggressively, but standing behind you. The kobold. Did you relay our message, I hope?
Yes, message for you.
And he's gonna take out the envelope and he's gonna hand it out.
He'll step out of his chair, take the note, look at the seal for a moment.
Seals.
Or seals. And might I inquire who this is from? As he pops the seal on it.
Boss.
Ah, the Dragonborn fellow.
And Tall Man. And Green Tall Man.
Oh, both. Very good. He'll start reading over it, and this will give me time to actually read the message myself.
It just says no.
It's just no in big calligraphy.
Oh, you're handing them the no one at first?
That's what they decided on.
We're not sending the big one that Alexander forged because it's like a legal thing that I was worried was going to backfire on us.
Gotcha.
And the one I said was going to be like, was fucking trying to start a fight.
He'll look at it for a moment, see one brow raise, and then slowly turn to a furrow. Well, little kobold, how long have you been in their employ then?
Not too long.
He's gonna start doing the finger counting thing again.
We know the goblin is following with your little crew there. To what ends, I'm not entirely sure. But go to your Orthodox father and inform him to hand over the criminal, or we will be forced to obtain her ourselves.
Oh, how you do that?
You hear a nice, pristine Lee Enfield bolt racking behind you.
Oh, but it's nice hotel. We don't fight in a nice hotel.
Little bit of a smirk grows behind his beard. Bring us the goblin.
I try, but no promise. I'm not in charge.
Would you mind if we come up with you then to speak to your masters?
It's not supposed to let anyone up.
Why is that?
I don't know. They just say no. My job's
Why
simple.
is that? The Claymores.
He'll step forward, and you see him become a bit more solemn, a little bit softer around the edges. And he'll take kind of a half knee in front of you, put a hand out onto your shoulder, seeming to truly think that you are just simple kobold. Do you know what a crime is?
Yes, it's a bad thing. You don't do.
Do you know what bad thing she did?
No. What'd she do?
Are you comfortable with being around bad people?
It's not my job. I just get told what to do.
Well, it's best not to have murderers in your company, I'm sure.
No.
About 4 years ago, that goblin that you seem to think is so innocent murdered a paladin, a cleric, and 12 men-at-arms while on mission, and then fled after instilling a riot of criminals and prisoners in the Ill.
How small goblin kills so many?
Because she's very powerful despite how she might mislead, being one of the Sarenrae occultists.
Oh. Torn's like nodding really enthusiastically, like, yes, yes, yes.
Roll me perception, Thorn.
23!
You notice as he says Sarenrae occultist with a little bit of disdain, the Sarenrae, possibly cleric or paladin sitting in the back corner amongst all the Anglican knights and soldiers here, shrinks a little bit into herself and looks kind of sad at that. So, if you also don't wish for your masters or yourselves to be involved, then I would suggest you find a way to have the goblin come down. Unless you wish for us to come up there and get her.
Oh, I save master. I be clever.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I try. No promise. I try.
That's a good lad. We will be here all night.
Good, thank you, yes.
He'll pat you on the shoulder. Stand up. Kind of take a half step back. The other soldier will cock the bolt back, catch the round. Yoram press his thumb into it, and slowly depress the bolt so there's nothing in the chamber. And goes a little bit more at ease and lax as he'll step to the side.
Oh, that guy racked it just for emphasis, and now he has to unrack it.
Safety.
If he was smart, he would have left the magazine cut off down, so he wouldn't have had to re-rack it.
They're Anglicans. They don't know any better.
I guess, yeah, if they just like, he's just gonna
They're gonna
walk
be
away.
kind of staring and looking at you.
Wander his way back to the elevator.
Alright. As he goes around Mesron, are you still continuing to watch from your distance?
Yeah, he
Roll me
is.
investigation.
And then he's just gonna stand in front of the elevator. Like, scratch his head, like, look really confused at it.
Oh. You can't quite overhear what they're saying, Mesron, but you can look over as the other guard steps up to the knight. He seems to speak something to him a bit forcibly. The knight gives a nod, steps forward. The nun steps up. The other two guards approach forward. And you notice the four of them kind of group together and start walking their way up and off and out with a bit of speed and emphasis to it before the knight sits back down next to the somewhat uncomfortable cleric beside him. And last you can tell, you see the three soldiers and the quasi-investigative nun leave out the front.
Torn's looking back over his shoulder now.
You didn't know how that work.
Hello, little one. I assume that you would like to get going up the stairs there. I'll open this for you. He's gonna open the gate to the elevator and kind of like half bow and gesture in, acting the part of the bellhop.
Torn is glowering at him now.
He's got this very reserved grin on his face, just between the two of them, at that angle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right. Torn's just gonna step into the elevator then.
Yeah, I'm starting to follow.
We'll pan you guys back up to the room.
By the way, I was waiting for one of them to come help with the elevator. I wanted one of them alone.
Yes, unfortunately, a group of them left, and the only two there were the knight and the other. And I don't think that having one of them alone would have been beneficial to you specifically.
You genuinely underestimate me.
Perhaps.
I know what I'm doing, okay?
I never said you didn't.
You implied I didn't.
No, I did not imply that you didn't. I
You
implied
implied
that
through
perhaps
action that I
you
didn't.
you underestimate them.
Perhaps you underestimate me.
It
I thought we already agreed that that is possibly the case.
Well, it is the case. So,
I
let me
know.
make my own mistakes.
What happened?
So, yeah, they're definitely coming up here to kill you.
Okay.
And they're also under the impression that I have been tricked into helping my boss avoid being slain by perhaps attempting to trick you into coming down to meet them. So that's a possibility. It's not something that has to be done, but it is a possibility.
Oh.
So, they're English, right? What do we do? Send them a message asking for pistols at dawn?
Well, given the things, I would assume that they would be far more akin to knives in the dark, but that's just ugly stereotype.
So,
Maybe we send them one of those wooden Golden Dawn crucifixes and tell them they're looking at the wrong people again.
Mislead them and put them on the Golden Dawn's trail, maybe?
I just meant to imply that they're being stupid about this and we have bigger concerns right now.
Oh.
Which we do. Well, did. Still do, kind of.
so we on with that idea of me giving them the slip and you guys slip it out of the back, or?
Oh, a group of them left, and they took the other nun with them, and she had a Saren Ray symbology on her as well.
I didn't get a good look at her, but I had to take a guess she's one of the investigators that do kind of audits on us. She's definitely not a follower of Saren Ray, I can say that much, despite the symbol on her. The other one did look like a cleric like me, though.
I see we split. Think we can take off in a snowstorm?
No, I don't think we can.
Uh,
At least the pilots didn't seem to think we could.
Were they saying that for safety, or because they actually couldn't? Not to jeopardize or threaten the plane.
I would say by the looks of the weather outside, I believe they genuinely cannot. At least not without some significant risk that one would probably find unacceptable.
You'd be amazed what they find acceptable, but they probably very much don't want to, considering they were winterizing the plane while we were leaving.
I'm going to sleep.
Yes, I tend to agree.
We should set a watch.
Yeah, some sleep and a watch would be good.
I'll take first.
I'll take last.
I'll do second.
So, how many?
Whatever's in the middle, I guess.
Just the 3 watches for the night.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Pachu?
So how many people are down there now?
There were only the 2 down there. The one knight and then the other.
All right.
For so many reasons, I would rather not get into a fight in here.
Yes, so there's other information as well. The clerk said that they produced some sort of credential or something, and they had already contacted the authorities, and according to the authorities, they had some writ that said that their investigation and such should not be interfered with. I requested a correspondence with the American embassy, the American consulate, to help deconflict.
No, we're in Oslo. The embassy would be here.
Okay, yeah. With the embassy to help deconflict this potentially, how we say, international.
It's
He
not just
must have
him
went through
lagging,
the
or is
proper
my internet
channels
shitting
then.
itself?
That was
No,
lag.
he disappeared in the middle of it for me too.
Okay.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Discord being a little
Anglican
wonky.
Church got him.
Oh
Fuck.
no.
Yeah.
They got him. Damn. They got his head chopped off just like King Henry VIII's wives. Crazy.
So from what it sounds like, they just went through the proper channels then and actually got this thing done right. Eh.
No, it's a morning problem for me.
Yeah,
Turn out the lights.
we should get some sleep. So we'll do a overnight watch. I believe we said the first was
Me.
Nikos, and then Apples, and then Peter. So Nikos, give me perception for the first chunk of the night.
You got it. We're skipping.
Okay.
Also, by the way, Apples, they said you murdered like 12 guys.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we all have our demons, I guess. When we get back in Italy, oh, jeez.
I wanna hope it was a just murder, but it's still a murder, I guess. So, okay. She'll flop back on the bed and just start trying to cuddle up. Yeah, for the first chunk of the night, Nikos, things are quiet, chill. You hear the occasional, like walking downstairs a little bit on wood, but it gets very nice and quiet and solemn. The whole first chunk of the night goes by without incident. And we'll have Apples do the second chunk of the night.
You're up.
Okay.
No, we're in the Nordic states.
Yeah, you're up. Yeah, you're in the UP.
That's terrible.
Don't get him started.
Real quick, with that 16, Nikos, there's a clock on the mantelpiece that looks strangely familiar to you.
Huh.
What's in your DM?
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yep. Alrighty. Couple hours will go by, the occasional softer footstep of the goblin walking around while people are finding their various places to lay down or sit or sleep. And eventually, Peter, you'll feel a shake at your foot. Father, it's your watch.
All right.
And she'll clamber her way back to climbing up into bed. Give me a
one.
perception. Ooh. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Peter is on point.
Nice.
As you'll patrol around, listen. Not really hearing anything, not noticing anything. None of the windows. Occasionally peeking past curtains without making sure you're backlit. No movement, no noise. It's a nice, quiet, serene night as the sun starts to come up through the smoke and sort of fog and haze cutting through it. The winter storm that was hitting for the night seems to have dissipated pretty well to the point that there's actually a few blue chunks and cutouts in the sky that you can see. As everybody give yourself a nice long rest with full rest.
Push the button.
Even though I stayed up late.
Did I
Even though
actually
staying
sleep
up
all
late,
night?
you were able to get some sleep. Yeah, you were snoozing pretty comfy on the chair over there.
It's a nice couch.
Yes.
You know, we do have another way out of this. I was thinking about it while I was on watch.
Dimension door and run to the
Oh.
plane.
Well, there's that, but I have Word of Recall mapped to the Orthodox Cathedral in DC.
I mean,
That could work.
that is. How many people can you take with you?
One of us would have to stay behind.
I mean,
Who is, I believe, let me check the spell, not me, because I have to come with.
granted,
Well, I would be.
I could see
The
you
most
guys
suited.
abandoning me in the midst of the night. By their perspective, I mean.
With respect, Miss Levencroft, I have other arrangements that could be made for my travel and transit, and other ways to slip past them without them noticing. So, if one
Whoever
has
it
to be
is.
left behind,
Whoever it is, they need to take the plane back, because we do need the plane to come back.
Hence.
I
Plus,
can
it
make
needs to
mine.
know to head to DC. We still need to get south. And you have orders specifically to be brought back to Marianne Harper.
indeed, and I will make my way there. Whether that
I
requires
trust
me
you
to
too.
make a flight or not, that's an entirely different story. But right now, I would argue that the safety of the members of the party outweighs what
Yeah.
Miss Harper wants.
Yeah, and right now I would argue that I spent the last a week and a half looking for you, and it's been hell, and so you're going.
Nikos, you'll have the most diplomatic weight. It would be the hardest to shake down.
That is true. I'd be fine with taking the plane back by myself.
Yeah, I suppose that would work if you were to take us, and then it'd be a lot easier to get transport from DC back to Miss Harper, wherever you all departed from when you talked to her, and then whatever one or two stay here would be able to take the plane, pending you're okay with maybe being confronted.
It's a train ride and some paper flashing to get from DC to... Where is she, Birmingham?
I think it was Birmingham, yes.
With respect, I still think that it would be most beneficial to allow me to take the plane in return. Your pilots would take me to where they are supposed to, which would save me a rather sum, regardless.
I
Would,
don't trust you to
but
get on the plane.
I have a feeling you're trying to sneak away. It might be better if you just come with us anyway, since you seem to be after Peter, you, and me, or at least think you two are the main ones harboring me.
Indeed.
It is technically true.
However, and he's going to look at Torin specifically. I think that you would perhaps forgive me if I were to insist on it and tell you that I give you my word that I will be on that plane.
I don't know you. I don't
And
know
I
what
would
your word
be
is worth.
willing to be put under Gaius for that.
Whatever, stay behind.
I was given orders to get you and bring you back to her.
Same.
Difficult. Nothing can ever
Do you
be
not
easy.
want to meet with her?
If
Oh
you...
no,
he's
her
hiding
and I
from
need
it.
to have her and I need to have quite a conversation.
Well, then get your ass on the plane. Or go with them to DC and wait for the plane. As of now, as far as I can see, you're officially under guard until we get you back.
I agree. We going to DC and then two of us taking the plane that can kind of avoid them and push past and fly back would be best.
Before you leave, Nikos, or, well, you might want to send a telegram to your mom letting her know you're about to cause a diplomatic incident.
Yeah, it might be a wise idea.
Nikos, you staying?
Messeron, I just saw you go invisible.
Oops.
Please don't.
I was supposed to open the thing.
Hachu, where are you going invisible?
Can you hide that, please?
What changed? Where?
Have even greater
The greater
invisibility.
invisibility. Can you hide that? I was trying to view the text
Oh.
on it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Besides, I don't think invisibility is going to work. I have the feeling, especially if I were hunting apples, that they have someone with true sight, probably running it 24. Probably someone with true sight up 24/7, watching the entrance.
Oh well, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to leave the building yet.
What's your idea?
Well, it's going to depend on if they're down there still. Which
They're
probably
definitely
are,
down there still.
You know,
They probably are.
well, I'll be right back.
Look, what? I'm just saying, what is the culpability of leaving? The dumb
Mr.
kobold
Johnson,
held
what-
behind when you have to teleport out of the area in order to avoid capture.
The fact that if they're angry, you're the least valuable person, they would think they could grab and torture you for information.
I'm an idiot. I wouldn't know anything.
That doesn't mean they won't do it.
Or they'll
Leaving
just
Nikos
kill
behind.
you.
Leaving Nikos behind is the best bet, because what are they going to do to the son of the most powerful person in Greece, who is a general in the Greek army?
God's on their side. They don't care.
They're Anglicans. They do care.
They're
Half
God's.
of their thing is power politics.
Fair enough.
Hachu,
Remember,
roll
they're
me
not
stealth.
headed by God, they're headed by the king.
Is stealth going to be at advantage or by itself?
Advantage.
Okay. Well, first of all, these two are still down here, right?
Yep,
they're still
it's
there?
just those two
Okay.
sitting there. She seems pretty tired and for wear, but he's sitting pretty firm and steadfast and awake, just kind of tapping his hand a little bit on the edge of the table. Yeah, advantage stealth. Yeah, slither on by.
Can't read. There you go.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, you're slithering on by and nobody notices you, and you're able to do it to where the carpet isn't matting down or scooting or anything of that sort. And they don't seem to look in your direction or say much of anything. If anything, it looks like he's just kind of been doing the strong, silent tapping type deal, and she's just been kind of quietly, nervously sitting beside him waiting. What would you like to do?
So, but I'm assuming the dude on the right's a lot bigger than than the girl on the left, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Solid 6 foot, knightly looking dude, and then maybe like
Oh.
5'9", 5'10",
This...
female beside him.
I like how he just slipped away while everyone is arguing.
They're all talking, and just the door opens and it closes for a moment. Like, what was that?
We still think he's invisible, because when he went invisible, like just hanging out in the room, because when he was invisible
Yeah.
and left, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think they have true sight. And then the door closed, so it was like, okay.
What do, Hachu? Is you muted?
Yeah, I'm just. I'm gonna cast. I don't know if this is gonna break concentration or not. Does it say anything about it? But
Is it a action to cast it? Because if it is an action, it will overrule the concentration on the invisibility.
okay.
Only if it's a bonus action will you be able to use it.
I should ask someone else to cast invisibility on him.
Ooh, that might have been good. You might have to find somewhere to hide if you're gonna cast something.
All those fuckers in the lobby area are gonna see him just like turn invisible right in the corner and just.
You notice there's nobody in the lobby other than those two. Most of the other early birds haven't woken up yet or have already gone about their
Oh,
business.
that's convenient.
They're the only
I'm
two.
just gonna go right back around the corner.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll cast. Just quickly glance around the corner. Just look at the bigger guy and just cast that.
Ooh. Some service or refrain from some action. Creature can understand it. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. Okay, wisdom save against the 17. Let's see. Alright. More than once each day, creature that can't understand you, well, you can. You command you start. Or of an activity that would result in certain death. You issue a suicidal command, the spell ends, and you end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. Move curse, when it can. Okay. Yeah, you feel the spell kind of take hold. A very small hint of green magic behind your yellow eyes kind of flickers, and there's a very small flicker of green behind his eye. It seems to have taken hold. What is your general order for him to carry out?
I'll have him stand like straight up and flip the table over in front of him.
That's his overall order.
Well, I'll have him do that and then have him just like storm out the building. Just leave.
So what you'll have to do is this one isn't necessarily like order or command. Gaios is like, for example, Apples with the Cossack protect me, and he had to act in a manner of protection. It's a over time or over period kind of thing.
Okay.
So like
It would
if
be
it's
something more like, this is not the hotel you're looking for, or
rage
don't
out
hurt
or something.
apples.
Yeah, something of that result.
Oh, so I'll just tell him to break things. So.
Just rage out.
Just yeah, basically.
All right, let me roll Chris.
He's just chilling there, and all of a sudden he just fucking loses his shit.
So his gauntlets tighten, and all of a sudden you hear a slam on top of the table with one fist. A grunt as he stands up, grabs the table, flips it over, crushing the other two chairs on the opposite side of it, stepping forward, taking out his sword, swinging twice into it, taking chunks out of the bottom of the table, pulling it out, and starting to yell and get angry, stomping his foot twice, going over towards the chair, stabbing into it with the sword, picking up the chair, chucking the chair off to the side as it lands right over here. Meanwhile, the paladin, or cleric,
How'd you get the fuck out of there?
steps off to the side, backing up, knocking her chair over in a panic as she starts to back up. He is raging, starts flailing his sword around, goes over, he's starting to stab holes at the wall, he's starting to go after the books and grab it. But he has a calm face about it, but his voice and his yelling is "Ah!" as he's doing this is just got them in shock.
Anglican Church. The Anglican Church, Kylo Ren.
Yeah. As he's starting to grab his chair, she turns, runs over, and starts trying to raise a hand up as some magic starts to emanate, and she's starting to cast something on him. As you hear the yelling and shouting down there, as you make your way up the staircase, and we'll pan back over to the rest of the party. As you'll be able to come up the stairs with everyone else kind of deliberating and talking.
Sepsinus is just like, the fuck, bro? You cut the Bible in half, man. What the fuck?
Isn't that right, Hachu? Hachu?
Huh? Where'd he go?
Oh no.
Did he actually slip away?
Ah, good. He's going to cause more mischief. I think that what he has done has potentially given us an opportunity.
Maybe. Who knows?
What has he done? Hachu.
Well, I don't know what the it looks like outside the building, but the two down there might be preoccupied for a few moments.
I guess we go.
I don't know how long the moments will be, so might need to do this quick, but
I'll just cast a recall. And Nikos, you're staying.
Yep.
No?
Mr. Arn is going to kind of trail a hand over several of the items on this side, and then cross over to the desk and do the same as they seem to shimmer and shrink.
You know, if there's anything you want brought, Nikos can take it.
I think perhaps the chest over here in the corner.
Should we maybe have someone else go with Nikos, just so he's not by himself?
The funny thing is, God, Torn was already trying to think of ways to sneak out of the recall.
Warren, do you want to go with Nikos?
Oh, wait, yes. I was just gonna
It'd be
step
good
aside
if
at the last moment.
he had someone with him.
Yeah.
Hachu, come here.
Alright.
Sure, we'll go on an adventure together.
If I tried to use mine, it would take us back to where the truck isn't stashed when we went to the fort, so...
Just Apple uses hers. We're stranded in the middle of the Norwegian
Just stuck
fucking
up
blizzard.
up near Elva, the blizzard again, like, shit.
God damn it, Apples.
Can I cast it in this room, or do we have to go outside this room, Merceron?
Tell me how it works, and I'll give you a better answer.
Holy place that he is familiar with. He can take a couple friends with him, like I can, whenever I do the same.
Yes, might be best to step outside of the room. I won't trouble you with the details of the consequences otherwise.
Apples will stop at the door as everyone starts heading out. Thank you, Nikos.
No problem.
Now, you two...
Might want to send a telegram to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can do it.
The wards in this room should linger for quite a while, so if you need somewhere to hunker down, this would be the place to do it.
Quick little run over.
I'll send one at the front desk if I don't get stopped first. You might want to send one too, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be good. You'll get a quick hug at your leg, Nikos, and then Torn, you'll get a quick hug from Apples. She'll nod and turn and start making her way outward.
And don't let him out of your sight.
Alexander, do you want to risk
don't worry.
being teleported by holy magic, or are you also staying?
I think he'll be okay. I mean, I had no reason to think I couldn't.
I can stay behind. I have no problem with it.
It's up to you whether either stay in there and stay with him, or come out here and get teleported.
I'll just go with them. I mean, like Three's company. We'll have some fun.
This is a nice hotel.
Don't burn anything down, please. And she'll take your sleeve, Peter.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
not burn anything down, but the lobby might need some refurbishment.
He's gonna lean on his cane and straighten his rather gaudy jacket.
Don't make me bring out pimp shoe.
The pimp shoe. All right, Father.
All right.
Character art for visuals.
Yeah. It's so gaudy and pretty.
I'll cast it then.
All right. You said that was at the little church at DC,
Church of
correct?
St. John the Baptist in DC, and it's not so little. It is a cathedral.
Yeah, it's a proper cathedral. I thought it was like the
It's
little
it's
bitty
small.
chapel in
No,
DC.
it's small for a cathedral, but it's still a cathedral.
Yeah. There's a kind of golden light that wraps around them, and then a nice clap as the four of them just disappear into the carpet.
Well,
All
let's
right,
go
let's-
see what damage Hachu caused in the lobby.
I guess
Wave to the parish priest. All right, mess around. Do we need papers for you, or are you going to be good to travel across national lines?
So what's our plan if we have to talk? They just left us. We were the hired help, and they just bailed.
Well, I was going to use my rank as Dragos and just not answer their questions.
I'll be quiet then.
Three of you will be able to walk along as it closes the door behind you. For a quick little step
I'm taking
away.
that chest that Master Arm requested we take also.
Ah, okay. You'll have that over your shoulder in your hand.
He's just lugging a big old chest.
For the four of us that teleported off in a way, yeah, we'll arrive in the middle of the cathedral. Little bit shooketh, kind of weak in the knee for a moment before the priest will step forward and give sort of a nod towards you, Peter, recognizing you, looking to the others.
I'll again reset this as my casting point since it's
Yeah.
instantaneous.
What we'll be able
Make a
to
habit out of
do
it.
is we'll kind of focus on these three for the time being, and we'll be able to do a nice little pleasant time skip to the reunion in the future, because I think it's going to be pretty easy selling for the four of us now. These three, though, we're going to have to see what goes down.
Yeah.
Honestly, these three are a genuinely terrifying trio.
Yeah.
At least Nikos knows not to steal hearses.
Right?
You'll steal people's hearts, though.
Yes, man. Real
Just
quick.
cue
wait a
that
second,
music.
I'll be back.
Just cue that music. It's like da da da.
Damn it.
Also, I apologize for stepping away a lot. I'm the only one home right now, and the dogs are being assholes.
All good.
They know it's only you there, man.
You sure you don't want to come with us? So you don't have to be party to this, or
Oh no. They all went potty. That's all I care about. They can
No,
lose their friggin' minds.
Alexander, your character. Is he staying with them, or is he going with the other
'cause
half
you
of the
can-
party to DC?
yeah, you can teleport with us to DC, and if you need to step away and stuff tonight, then it won't be a problem.
No. I was following them.
Okay.
There's a reason why.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Gotcha.
doing that. Literally, like, I just had to go take them out to potty. I don't care what they do from now on. It's like they can bark and lose their minds for all I care. They're in crates. I just want to make sure they didn't pee in them. But they destroyed the house when I was trying to corral them, so that's kind of why. Freaking
I'm here.
beagles.
Alrighty, let's switch this on over here. As you guys step down, you hear a little bit of scooting of furniture, a couple Norwegian accents and voices. Not quite yelling at each other, but speaking up to each other. As you step down, you can see in the ground are a couple gashes in the carpet from
Oh.
sword swings. You can see the table here is smashed in half. And as you slowly round the corner, you can see some of the hotel staff picking up pieces of furniture and the couch, starting to move some of the tables around, looking at some of the damage, talking to each other in quieter tones about what the hell was that? I don't know. He just started going off. Kind of note and tone to their voices.
Just keep
I'm no
walking.
expert, but I think that's not how you're supposed to redecorate.
Just you cut the books in half.
Just walking by, everyone's whistling. Just
The gentleman at the counter will see the three of you. You are the three with the Dragonborn, yes?
Mm-hmm.
The message that you asked us to send, we have sent a message out, hopefully getting a reply soon. The paladin and the religious persons that were here, they seem to become very enraged over something, and then very quickly one passed out. Yes, one passed out, and promptly 2 others showed up to help carry him out. I don't quite know, but they left quite a bit of damage, so we are looking into repairing that. But don't let this dissuade you.
Oh, of course not. No, you will have our business in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you again.
Now
Have a pleasant day.
You too.
Well, we're gonna be going.
As you guys will be able to make your way out the door, step onto the street with a little bit of snow on the sides, kind of a nice cool and
I was just
sleet
gonna
to
grab
it.
some mints from the front.
You reach up, grab a couple mints, and go walking off. And we'll have you guys.
A polite or impolite amount?
Impolite amount every time.
A handful.
Just a big old handful. We'll have you guys.
Just literally takes the entire thing, leaves one, comes back and grabs the one.
We'll have you guys start making your way.
Visibly cast disguise on yourself before walking back.
Towards the tram and trolley. And after a nice little quick trolley ride, which only cost a little bit, you'll be able to make your way on over. Land just outside the airport. Half the planes have already taken off or been gone and likely being delayed or late. And you do see your nice, shiny, silver albatross sitting on the ready way before it pulls onto the smaller runway proper that's assigned to it for the more private planes part of the airport. And we'll pan you guys on over. Give me una momento, por favor.
Poor Faber. I thought he was in China.
Poor Faber. Yeah, he's loving life
Poor
in
Faber.
China right now.
oh, I bet.
You guys make your way to the bottom of the map as you're walking your way in front of some of the hangars. You can look ahead and see both pilots are standing outside. However, your primary pilot seems to be throwing his arms out to either side with a somewhat raised voice towards some familiar figures.
Oh boy.
Oh shit,
whole
how did
Sadie
not go to the
thing.
airport?
Alexander, no fireballs. There's a lot of plane fuel
No,
around.
I'm tracking already.
I got an idea. Sorta.
Oh.
How many of them do you think I could run over?
Don't know.
If we can get the pilots free and in the plane, or even, I mean, I don't want to leave them behind, but I too can fly the plane.
We don't want to leave either of them behind.
No, of course not. I'm just saying if we have to, if we have to. I'm just planning for the worst case scenario here,
Yes, it is.
Come on, let's go before they like kill them or something.
Should we act like hardcore high rollers and be like, here's a bunch of money?
I don't think they're interested in money.
No,
I'm just
I
gonna.
don't think they'll care.
I'm just gonna.
Torn's just gonna start climbing up into the cab of this truck.
Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, you climb up in. Nice, relatively clean cab, nice worn seat. What you hoping to do?
First off, we're gonna do the sun visor check. Are the keys in it?
Give me investigation, actually. See if we can spot the keys.
14.
You pull down the sun visor, no keys. You look beside the seat, look around, not really finding any keys or any things dangling at the moment. You look underneath the seat. There's something shiny under the seat.
Okay. You're false flagging me with a shiny thing under the seat, I swear. Yeah, we're going for that.
You reach down, pinch the corner of it, you hear a little bit of a tingle as you pull the clipboard and the 3 keys on a little key loop laying on it out from underneath the seat.
Oh,
keys. Is one of these the ignition key for this truck?
Likely. You just start taking the most likely one and pop it in.
Yep.
Take the first one, pop it in, try to rotate it. It won't tumble, won't rotate, won't click.
Second one.
You get a nice little as the engine kicks to life, and because it is part of the map layer and I can't access it, I'm just gonna give you a token.
Truck token.
Truck token.
Clone the truck. Love the truck.
I don't think I have authority over the.
You do not. Let me.
Your authority is not recognized by Fort Kickoffs.
Let's see. Controlled by Soren. Boom. There you go. You should have authority over said truck.
Oh god.
There you go.
It's still there for now. I saw it.
Yeah, you should be able to drag the truck around now as you clamber and get your feet to the pedals and kind of look up over the steering wheel. We'll pan over because it is taking a few moments as Alexander and Nikos, you step forward and the co-pilot looks over to you guys, hands on his hips, just shaking his head a little no. You can see where there is a little bit of a print on his hip where he has a pistol stuffed in his belt line ready to go. However, you see your primary pilot, arms out to either side, and like pointing repeatedly towards the hangar and having a nice argument with the knight who has a nice kind of bruise and bonk on the side of his head, who is equally yelling back at him. The 3 guards looking frustrated as the nun and the cleric or paladin look over, noting you two approaching.
Alex is going to prepare a couple of documents that he had for diplomatic immunity for the United States of America that he already had prepared for this mission, so just have them ready.
One of them steps back, the other turns to face you, kind of holding his rifle a little bit higher. You hear the argument between them where your pilot's telling them something to the extension of, no, we transport this and that, we don't transport this. I don't care who you're looking for, I don't allow goblins on this plane. They're disgusting and vile, they'll ruin the upholstery. I don't know who you're talking about. Kind of trying to pull a nice, kind of dumb to the idea and throwing a few belligerents in there as he pauses and looks over. Ah! Good, you bloody showed up. Well, my passengers are here. It's time for us to leave. Now, if you'll allow us to leave, good sir. The knight will...
Ask why you're harassing my pilots?
We know you entered the country. And we know you are attempting to leave the country with that goblin. Now, half of your... friends are no longer here, including the ones that we suspected to be harboring the criminal. So where have they gone?
And you
We're
are?
not under any of...
What's up, Alexander?
I was just gonna say we're not under any authority to provide that information.
Gives a squint for a moment. I am Paladin Hastings of the military chapter of St. Paul. These are my men-at-arms. That is Cleric Sister of Sarenrae, Menners. And this is the Apostic Investigator, Mother Superior Agnes. We are here for the criminal known as Apple's Goblin, who has been excommunicated and is to be brought in for murders.
And what authority does that have over Astragos of the Greek government?
All of the authority.
Or military
I don't
members of
believe
the
so.
United States of America. Here, he's gonna hand him the declaration.
You'll
that
look
he had
at the
regarding aircraft and
declaration.
I don't believe the Anglican Church has any authority over the Greek government.
Yet you're not in Greece, are you? And he'll reach down, snatch the paper, unfold it, start looking it over. You see he gets about halfway through reading it, grits his teeth, starts to fold it, tucks it into his jacket. We will find out exactly who all of you are, and we will find out where you do business, where you
It
abode.
literally says on the document right there. You can forward all your complaints to the Department of War in the United States of America. Is our business done here? I'm sorry, I didn't feel like listening to you monologue anymore. We got important diplomatic business we need to attend to, and we cannot be hindered with your ignorance much any further. So, please forward any complaints to the United States government. They'll be more than happy to discuss any further matters with you.
You keep an interesting hellspawn with you. Very well. Go on your
Leave.
way.
I'm gonna laugh if Torn just runs them over right when we start getting on.
The pilot starts to
I
turn and step back.
kind of like
The other one, the co-pilot, you notice he does have his jacket front up just a little bit and did slide his hand over the edge of the pistol in his belt loop and is just not aggressive but kind of standing by as the knight is very heavily gripping with the gauntlet hand the hilt of the sword. The other soldiers looking very on edge. One more thing. Strategos, was it, General?
Mm-hmm.
I can only assume, by being a Ganassi, perhaps the Zagros family, then.
Correct.
We'll be meeting again, then. Go on your way. The pilots will start stepping back. Torn, you start pulling the truck over and around. You got it readied up, and you're able to look over. Give me perception.
Oh, yes. Please be terrible. Please be terrible.
Dear God.
It's a 10.
You see the co-pilot kind of thumbing the back of his pistol. You see the other pilot looking a bit offended and stepping back just out of view. And you can see the knight stepping forward up to Nikos. And Nikos having his usual smarmy, shit-eating, casual grin about the whole thing. As you see the cleric or paladin kind of step forward and is thumbing the mace on her hip. It looks very tense, but no swings have been thrown yet.
You know, you're trying to be intimidating, but it's not working. I have much bigger fish to worry about than you.
As do we. Which is why we would like to expedite catching the criminal and any and all who harbor her.
I'm walking away. I'm not even listening.
Because
We're just gonna get on the plane, and like literally right before I get on, he's gonna mutter those words under his breath, is no different than demons.
The co-pilot will walk over. As the pilot climbs in, starts heading up to the cockpit. Co-pilot stops at the staircase, looks at you, Nikos. Anyone else?
Torrent's around here somewhere.
The co-pilot. Oh.
So they've
Where is
clearly disengaged, and
Yep. They've disengaged and they're walking up the
knights
ladder.
the knights aren't going after him.
They're starting to take a couple steps back, but they are not pursuing after him, no.
Okay. Torrent's just gonna put the truck in granny low, let off the clutch, and hop out so it's rolling at 1 mile per hour.
Oh my god, if it actually kills somebody, that would be amazing.
And it's just gonna start creeping forward, and he's gonna jump out and walk ahead of it.
Alright. Feel
And
free
just,
to start making your way
scamper
over. As you scamper up, the truck slowly starting to creak and roll forward. As
Get on
you
the plane, get on the plane.
As you pass by, you do see the knight looks towards you. Mr. Levencroft.
Who's that?
No one important. Just get on the plane, Torn. Don't worry.
Inform the
you know,
goblin. Her abbey has been turned, and she will not be able to return there.
Okay. Thanks for, not making us violent or anything. I appreciate that.
They're very tense as Barry, we'll call him, co-pilot, boards, pulls the staircase up, slams the door.
Get us going. Go.
Engine starts revving as he goes up to the front. You hear the shotgun shells go off as the engine starts to blah, 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 blah. And yeah, the Tauren Express will start making its way to the left and then get on the runway. You hear a little bit of chatter as the plane will take off with its personnel and cargo. However, I need a perception check from any of you looking out the windows.
Just an airport truck just glugging along.
Nope.
Nico's looking out the wrong window.
Nico's looking out the right side, even though it's looking out the right side, even though they're to the left. A goat head and a kobold head peek up through the windows, looking through the little side ones. They're like the 5-inch kind of like peak windows that they have, and you can see where two of the knights are currently standing a bit angry. The nun and the cleric are standing by. The black car has pulled forward to here, and the truck has bumped into the front of it. And you currently have the knights standing by. You have the other knight angrily, like, kind of hitting the hood as they... You could just feel the gaze from 2 or 3 of them at the plane as you guys lift off and start making your way off and out through the snow. Having
And the United
given
States government wins again.
having given a nice fender bender. As yeah, you guys will begin your nice long flight from Oslo across the Atlantic back to informing the pilots that they'll be swinging by DC to pick up the rest of the party before branching off to go to Birmingham. We'll pick up next session with a little bit of a kind of interlude, some discussion, maybe a little bit of pattering around DC, regrouping the party, and beginning your next flight towards Birmingham for a nice debrief, a meeting with the ever so special Miss Harper, and seeing what comes next in the nice swampy old bayou. So, till next session. Yeah, God, I can't believe you guys got away with that.